All right, and we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the FreshandFit Podcast. It's Money Monday Part 2. We got Noah Kagan in the house. Let's get into it, man. It's a remix because I don't get hit with copyright.
We're back talking about the song right now.
Yeah, we're talking about the song, guys. How I don't get hit with the copyright. Yeah, that's a remix of Push It to the Limit. I think I put the link always in the description, guys. I think it's by Festa, Push It to the Limit, which is obviously the famous song from the Scarface joint. Because this podcast was heavily influenced by Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
I mean, well, shoot, we're in Miami, man,
and Vice City.
Gotcha.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City and the movie Scarface, Al Pacino, 1984, 85, I think came out. Anyway. Patreon.com/FreshFit, guys. Go ahead and catch us there. But we are on a time crunch right now.
Short on time.
Yeah, we are short on time, but we got our boy Noah Kagan in the house, man. Welcome to the FreshandFit Podcast.
And it is Money Mondays.
Yes, it is Money Monday, man. So for the people that we know who you are, but can you introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah.
Who you are?
Hello, people out there. Noah Kagan. I was number 30 at Facebook, number 4 at mint.com. Run a company called appsumo.com. We do daily deals on software. We're going to do about $120 million this year. Jeez. And then we have a popular YouTube channel where we help other people, inspire them to get their own businesses started.
Yes. And his channel is linked below, guys, as well as all of his other platforms as well. He's on Instagram, verified, all that stuff. So make sure to definitely check him out over there. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself, like your background, where you're originally from, childhood, college, all that?
All good stuff.
The origin story.
The origin. I was born extremely lucky, in my opinion. My dad came here from Israel, no money, sold carpets. And he ended up selling copiers door to door. So as a kid, I would always be in his like creepy ass van, those creepy white vans that like have no windows, and he would just drive me around. And he would like carry copiers all day long. And I was like, I don't carry copiers, but I always like that idea that you can like make your own money, make your own schedule. And he was always hustling, like no fear. He had no fear asking anyone for anything. It was really, it was embarrassing as hell as a kid. Yeah. But for me, I was like, oh, there's something interesting with that. And then my mom and stepdad are the opposite, super straight edge, super conservative, get a job, have it 30 years, retire, and then you can live your life. She was a nurse and he was an engineer. And I kind of grew up in the Bay Area knowing that I wanted a little bit of both.
San Fran or?
San Jose.
Okay.
So I grew up in San Jose. It was, again, lucky. I grew up a few miles from from Apple headquarters.
Yeah. Cupertino is right there.
Yeah, I'm from Cupertino. Yeah. And so everyone in my high school, like sold a company for $1 billion. Not everyone. Most of them sold a company for $1 billion. Mm-hmm. They're like VPs at like Google and like all these major companies now. And so I was just
Silicon Valley checking in.
Yeah, I was just around it, man. I was very lucky to just be in that growing up. And then I was like, I want to be rich one day. Just didn't know how. I just knew it. But being in that area, being around those people, being around that level of ambition really was inspiring.
Are you still in California right now?
No, I'm in Texas.
Smart. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
I love it, dude. I moved there. It wasn't even the taxes thing, honestly. I went there the first time ever. I was 2003. Sounds like forever ago. Went there. I was interning in Dallas. My buddy's like, yo, you got to go to check out this place, Austin. I go down to Austin. I go to 6th Street.
Oh, shit.
And then the women there were just gorgeous. And then I hook up with this girl. And I'm like, oh my God, someone hooked up with me. This is awesome. And I was like, yo, I'm going to come back to this place.
Yeah.
And so like 10 years later, I was just tired of SF. I was tired of talking about tech. I was tired of talking about how many employees you have. I was like, can we just live? Like, I want to live and enjoy life. I don't only want it to be about work.
Yeah.
And Austin had the food, it had the women, it had the space.
Yeah.
I like the warm weather.
Now, I've been told, and maybe you could tell him, because I had a buddy that lived in San Jose for a bit, and he complained. He said, get me the hell out of here, because he called it Man Jose. He was like, there's no chicks here. I mean, is that true? So the Bay Area in general with all the tech jobs, and, women don't typically work tech jobs, so not that many chicks, or is it better now, or?
All right, so I'm into Asians.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to give it up. I'm trying to go cold turkey, find Jewish women, but it's been tough. I'm just addicted.
Yeah.
Are you single?
What's that? I am single. Yeah, I broke up with my fiance 2 years ago.
Asian chicks are good. Me love you a long time.
No, I'm trying to do I'm open-minded. I'm open-minded.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's funny because my boy Daniel went out there 2 years ago, and he's like, if you can just be a normal guy and talk like a normal guy, not like a tech bro or anything, like, here's how much money there's women out there.
Yeah.
And I was saying there's a lot of women. Like I went to Berkeley, and I was like, there's a lot of smart women out here, and it's like there's New York, LA, San Francisco, like there's a lot of smart, impressive women. So I liked it out there. I had no problem with that. People call it Man Jose, but no.
Yeah.
I mean, look, once you've been to Colombia, you know,
shit.
You know what it's really about.
Yeah.
So I know you know
That's
behind
the
the scenes.
hottest women in the world.
There you go.
I refuse to go because I
Open
already
your
know what's gonna
eyes.
happen.
You never coming
Myron,
back.
open your eyes,
I'm
brother.
not going, man.
Open
Because
your
it's gonna make me
eyes.
it's gonna make me jaded. And I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna come back to the United States. Oh, fuck all these chicks, man. You know,
You're not coming back.
That's the other problem. Yeah, or I won't come back, which is even worse.
Listen,
So
you know why we're here to have fun, enjoy the women.
fair enough. So you're in Austin now.
Yeah.
What's that like? Because Austin is like the new frontier for tech.
Yeah, man.
Like everyone like got the hell out of California.
Yeah.
And they're in Austin now. And I see. Here's the thing. I lived in Texas for several years. I was actually when I worked in law enforcement, I was 3 hours south in Laredo, Texas.
Oh wow.
And I remember I went to Austin a few times to arrest motherfuckers because all the criminals were there.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, they were either there or San Antonio. Because the drug corridor, that's a whole other podcast. But a lot of the drug suppliers are in Austin and San Antonio because these are hub cities. But in general, the traffic is terrible because Interstate 35 is like the main highway. And the thing with Austin is that it's been one of the fastest growing cities for like the better part of the past decade.
Yeah.
You know, it's been an explosion, but the city's infrastructure is not caught up with the population explosion.
Yeah.
So
Man.
what's it, dude? What's it like
Property's
being there
cheap, though.
nowadays? Yeah, and it's expensive now
It's
too.
expensive, just like
Well,
Miami.
Austin's going up. It's
Oh.
expensive.
Also going up. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's very
really
expensive now.
Just like here, it's very similar.
Damn.
It's dope. I mean, I think what's interesting. Someone said this, and I love the quote. It's like I'd rather be in a second-rate city with first-rate friends than a first-rate city with second-rate friends any day. And
Fair
so
enough.
the more you think about that, for me, it's like my community is there. So is it the best place in the world? Is there like everything I would ever want? Like there's no ocean. I like just to be near a beach always makes me happy.
Yeah.
That's something nice here. But like all my friends are there, my company's there. It's condensed.
South
like
Padre Island. You can go
South
there.
Padre- yeah,
I know
beach
it's a
is
shitty
brown,
beach.
dude.
Yeah,
It's like real
Yeah,
dirty.
you come from California, you go to South Padre Island. Like, oh, what the fuck is this?
But I think the other thing, I mean, so it has everything I want. It's very concentrated, right? Like here, it is spread out. Like we drove from Miami Beach to here, and if you want to get somewhere else, everything in Austin is central. And I think one thing I've talked about, and over the like 11 years of being there, you can always leave. So just I think for everyone, just like where's your community? Pick your home base. And then for me, like we came to Miami this weekend. I'm gonna go to New York in 2 weeks. Like yeah, I'm not there all the time.
Yeah.
But and then last year, real talk, I finally got a nice house. I've never had a nice house. Like I've always had like real dumpy houses. Like literally the walls are falling down.
Wow.
And I'm a multi-millionaire. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
real
Yeah.
pretty well off. Not bragging, just to give you context.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
And so last year I bought like a $2.5 million house, and I was like, yo,
Nice.
wherever you can get a nice house, you'll probably be happier where you live. So if you're in like, I don't want to shout out to Detroit. Okay, Detroit. I don't want to
No, Detroit. No, we can say that.
No,
Detroit
I don't
fucking
wanna- no,
sucks.
I'm just like,
fucking sucks.
no, I shot on Ohio years ago, and this guy's like, yo, never say that again, man. I love Ohio. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, but if you get a sick house
One of
somewhere,
the worst real estate markets is Detroit, Michigan, dude.
I thought it was on the up because it was so cheap.
It's cheap, but tenants are terrible.
No one wants to be there.
No one wants to be there. A lot of people there's like a scheme that they do there where they don't pay rent and then they can sit there for a bit. Yeah, the state of Michigan is not very hard on tenants. It's bad. It's a bad place to be a landlord.
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm just saying, get a nice house. And now I'm like, I love being. I'm like tonight. I'm like, I want to just go back home and go back in my bed. Like I love being in my bed.
Nice. Is it? I'm assuming probably like a suburb of Austin somewhere.
Yeah, it's like southwest, just like a few miles from downtown.
Okay. Yeah, Austin's exploded, man. It's a nice city now though, and the thing is that it's kind of Texas, but it's kind of not, you know, because it's like you go to San Antonio and it's like very, you know, it's a lot more cultural, and then you go to Austin, and Austin is very tech. Reminds me a lot of California.
Yeah.
I mean, at least every time I've been there, it's like progressive Texas. It's not like, you know, Dallas or Houston or
I
something.
don't know,
It's
man. I
different.
remember like the first times I was like walking down the street, and this like lady's walking. I'm from the Bay, which is not a hard area.
Yeah.
But, I've lived in SF in Oakland a little bit, and this lady walks by, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna fucking say something. But she just smiled at me, and I was like, oh shit, people here are like happy. People are like
Texas
friendly.
are
Like
friendly.
it was.
Yeah, Texas people are
It's
fun. I'm just
definitely
saying, like, it's not Texas.
No,
Austin.
no,
it's
not
different.
that.
It's like it's like they call it. Austin is keep Austin weird.
Yeah.
Do they still say that? Yeah.
Nah,
They don't say that anymore.
they don't really say that.
No.
No, it's said, but it's not a thing. Like when I got there 11 years, like you saw it everywhere.
Yeah, that was like the cool thing. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, Austin. Okay, they're changing it. All right. Any chats right here?
No, not right
Mo?
now.
All right. Cool. Hey guys, do me a quick favor. Like the video.
Like the video.
So where'd you go? Did you go to college?
Yeah, I
or?
went to Berkeley.
You went to okay.
Yeah.
UC Berkeley. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
somehow they let me in.
When'd you graduate?
2004.
God
Damn.
I know, dude. I'm like your stepdad. It's kind of weird. My sons, my YouTube
2004,
sons.
goddamn.
Nigga, you old.
Yeah, he was out. He was out there when fucking Linkin Park came out with Jay-Z and fucking.
Actually,
it was so nice. Yeah. God damn.
Dude, I went to school with Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch,
shit.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
and Aaron Rodgers same
Oh,
time.
okay.
Yeah, on the Cal team. Anyways, yeah, I was there during dial-up. I was there at old school. Okay,
Damn, 2004.
Bro.
is it really that long ago?
Yeah, bro. 2004. What the hell was going on in 2004? I'm trying to think. We had just invaded Iraq.
Bro,
A year prior.
You know
Were
what I was
even
doing,
born?
bro? I was on the beach picking coconuts
Yeah.
in Barbados.
Yeah, I was a freshman in high school. 2014, man. God, 2004. What else was hot? Jay-Z was on top back then. T.I. had just come out with 24s.
I was into reggae music, so I didn't really check these people. Yo,
This shit trash.
I like reggae music.
Okay, so you graduated 04.
Five
So you
cartel.
went. So you went in like 99.
I went in 2000. Huh, what year? What years you guys finish high school?
I finished in 2008.
2008.
I graduated college 2013.
Okay. Yeah.
Bro,
Not that
check-
much. Come on.
But bro, you went into college in 2000. Bro, you went in. You went in before 9/11. God damn.
I went in during 9/11.
Yeah. Oh shit. What was that like?
That was interesting because I woke up in the morning and we were in the dorm room and I was like, my roommate's like, yo, they just blew up the building in New York. And then it was scary to go to the auditoriums because you're like, oh, they're gonna come attack the auditoriums. But it was interesting, especially being so far away. You're kind of disconnected.
Yeah. You were on the other side of the country, and not to mention, like, it was 6 a.m. your time when it happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, because man, okay, that's crazy.
I'm seeing a trend here.
What?
Older white guys are financially sound, happy.
Yeah.
Not Aaron,
Yeah.
our boy.
Yeah. I know. What about?
Yeah. I'm seeing a trend here.
Minimalist.
Minimalist.
Yeah. I mean, was your home the $2 million home? Was that like the first nice thing you purchased?
Yeah, ever.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean, I grew up middle class, like pretty normal. Like luckily I had my parents there and they would support us. But we just grew up middle class. It wasn't out, and I was always so close to getting rich. Like my whole 20s was just like, can someone just fucking stop taking it from me? And like I just felt, honestly, it was like such a. Like, I think a lot of people aspire, but then I'm almost thinking like, what do you actually want? Like, do you want a Lambo, or do they want like a nice house, or what is the actual lifestyle you want? And how much is that? I think people miss that mark a lot.
And a $2.5 million house in Texas is going to be massive, probably.
It's not 3,500 square feet, but it's near downtown, and but it was also like, I think if you're trying to get something nice, we can talk about like how I eventually made money.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things, what I recommend people is like, try it out.
Yeah.
Like I never lived in a nice house. And then when COVID hit, I rented a $20,000 Malibu house and I was like, yo, this is sick. Like, it's like, wow, my life is, I just didn't think my life could be better because my parents' house was just not a happy place to be.
Yeah.
Like they were good parents, but they just were like very strict.
Yeah. They're lame.
Yeah.
My parents were the same way. You
Yeah.
have to get the hell out of there.
You know what's funny though? Like I tell people all the time, right? Having an experience can change your mindset. So paying to rent a car, paying for an Airbnb at that price, you're like, why'd you do that? Having that experience, whoa, this is possible. This is dope. Opens up your mind, and then you give it a try.
100%.
You didn't know.
Well,
like
before go ahead.
No, like I borrowed my friend's Ferrari, a 612. I think that's what it's called.
The 4-1.
I know what Lambo.
The newer one.
Not
Okay,
Ferrari.
I know. It's blue. I don't know. So it's like a $250,000 or $400,000 car. He let me borrow it a few weeks ago, and I was like, "Yo, this sucks." Right? Like I just do not. I have a Miata, 2004. I have a Tesla too, but that like the Miata, I enjoy more because this car, I'm like, I'm worried about scratching it. I'm worried about if someone parks next to me, and I was like, I'm just gonna leave it in the garage.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have it for a day, but it's something I don't think I really need all the time.
But see, having that experience, now you know
Exactly.
what you like, what you don't like.
So so you went to UC Berkeley. So before you became successful, where you're buying multi-million-dollar homes and nice cars and everything else like that, tell us the come up. How'd you get to that point?
Yeah, I think the thing for me and what I encourage everyone out there, I was always starting. So when I back in the day in the 1800s when I went to college,
yes, back when the internet wasn't a thing. We're sending like pigeons with letters to each other.
Yeah, I'd open a store, and the horses came by, and no, so I was always creating businesses. I created a thing called collegeup.org, which was like Craigslist for college students. Come Get Used, which was a book exchange.
That could be used so wrong in the future.
I know. I love the domain. Come Get Used. Actually, true.
Pause, nigga.
I
could see where that would. Okay,
bro. I still own masturbationsock.com. I'm waiting for this one, dude. I'm still the owner. No, dude. If you guys want to invest, I'm
hey, if any of you guys want to buy masturbationsock.com,
okay, lovely.
There you go.
Anyway, so I was like, I think what it is
so
like,
just start a business all the time.
I was starting all these businesses. Some of them did kind of okay. I did one called ninjacard.com. We ended up just doing discount cards. Like some of the business just get going, especially if you're young, just like get the practice, get the reps in.
Right.
And so for me, I was just like going into local stores, trying to sell them a discount card, selling it on campus, building a website and all that stuff. But then, and I was like, I don't know how these people got rich. Like you see the people's houses, like some of our YouTube videos, I go and just knock on people's doors, or this weekend we went and knocked on super yachts. And we just said, yo, what do y'all do for a living?
Wow.
And because as a kid, I didn't know. I just was like, maybe tech, maybe start your own company. So I was always starting these businesses, and then most of my 20s, I was like, I don't know what to do. So I got a job at Intel. That was the only job I could get, and I lived at home with my mom for 2 years. And then I kept starting more businesses on the side, and that led me to other jobs like Facebook. And they hired me because I was already hustling. I was already like, yo, I'm doing all this work. I already have all this experience.
About that.
I didn't know anyone there. Didn't have like the network, which would have made a big difference.
Yeah.
Got fired early from that, which was a really traumatic experience for me. Still talking about it 100 years later.
Tell us about Facebook real quick, because I got so you were number 30 at Facebook.
Yeah.
What does number 30 mean? Like you're the number 30 employee?
Perth in there, yeah. Perth in there, yeah.
So you were.
So I was there, like me, Mark, Dustin, Sean Parker.
One of the first.
Yeah, Peter Thiel, like the whole gang. Boz, Chris Cox.
Nigga, you old.
so what year did?
Bro, here's the thing. Hold on, let me ask honest. Do I look old? Ask audience.
No, you look good.
I look good, dude.
You look good. Man,
if you guys can take any note about this one, there's a guy named Surya. He was on The Apprentice. I don't know if he won, but he was on The Apprentice with Donald Trump. He worked at Neutrogena, and he's like, this is about when I was 25, so 100 years ago.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, if you can take anything from me in this one media, you got to put on sunblock and moisture every day. And I've been doing that for now 15 years.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
So take collagen pills. I get facials once a quarter. Just saying, like, I don't think men take enough care of their skin.
That's
like
very
your
true.
guys' skin is going to be good for longer. Like,
I mean,
white people's skin do not. It doesn't go well.
Black don't crack.
Well, yeah, he definitely ain't gonna crack. He's black as hell. But so okay.
So yeah, Facebook early. I mean, it was crazy.
Never been married, right? Never been married.
I was engaged. I broke it off 2 years ago.
Smart man, bro. Never
You
been
think
married.
so?
That's why he has good skin too.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Actually,
man,
we talked to. Oh, sorry to cut you off.
stress level. No, it's down low. But go ahead.
No, we talked to a guy out at one of the yachts. He's like, you know how to stay rich? He's like, you don't get divorced. He's like, you know how? He was like, you only get divorced twice, then you're done.
Yep. Yeah.
Or don't get married.
Bro, if okay, I know I'm gonna get hit with the fucking
How dare you?
by the feminists, but the real talk is that most, the richest women in the world, most of them got it through divorce,
Divorce.
or
Jeff Bezos' wife.
yeah, through divorce or through family
You got
endowment,
it.
whatever, maybe
Inheritance.
inheritance. Sorry, I said endowment. Yeah,
Let him get it. Let him get it.
Thank you. Okay, so Facebook, number 30. Tell us about that. What was it like working at Facebook? What year was this?
Yo, is Mark a reptilian demon, as they say?
So I've met Bill Gates. I worked for Microsoft. I met Steve Jobs. Like these people are at a different level. Like they're just like the way when you interact with them, we're like normal humans. They're like a robot.
Okay.
And it's just like when they process information, like I was at Bill Gates' house.
Okay.
That sounds pretty cool. Actually.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, now it's and I asked him, I was an econ major in school, and I was like, hey, if in our class they talk about how you won't pick up $100 bill off the ground because it's not worth your time. And I'm like, yeah, he's gonna. And I'm like, so if I drop the $100 bill, will you pick it up?
Oh God.
Right. And his answer was like something I never thought of. He's like, well, my money doesn't come linearly. It's actually based on the stock price, which can fluctuate over time. So it really depends. But I was just like, so you're not going to do it, or you're going to do it? Like,
yes or no, bro.
Yeah. And then Mark is exceptional. Like it's not surprising he's doing well. But he's definitely on a spectrum, and like I'm kind of happy how much shit he's getting right now. I think he gets shitted on, but also they have a lot more influence. I think people think like they have WhatsApp and Instagram.
Of course.
They have a lot of power in there.
Of course. So you were there. So what year did you get picked up by Facebook?
2005.
2005. Because I didn't make my Facebook till 2008. And like when did Facebook actually like officially go online?
2004.
2000. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So you got all right. So you were
Yeah, I was
right
super
there.
early.
Initial stages.
I was on high five.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, back in the day.
I thought it was wow.
Speaking of you being a dinosaur, you were around, like you were in college when MySpace was cool. So how did you guys systematically get rid of MySpace? I got to know that.
Yo, I think
how'd y'all kill MySpace?
It's kind of interesting. It's like people only see when it comes out of the kitchen. They don't see all the work that happens on the inside. Just like even your guys' show, like the amount that you guys are putting into it, and like, yeah, you're making a lot of money now, but that's also it is 18 months later. Like you guys have been doing it for some time.
Sure. Yeah.
I think what Facebook did, which was really well, was just focused. Like it was just really focused. Like if you remember the MySpace thing, it was like they had ads. They're also owned by a larger company. And Mark, being a dictator of sorts, he was able to be like, we're only going to focus on getting new customers. So when we run appsumo.com, when I tell people to run their business, like pick one thing to focus on. And Mark, it was growth. It was like get new people to sign up no matter what. Okay. And because I'm Jewish, we can talk about that too. But I went to he's Jewish too. I was like, Zuckerberg, we should try to make money. And he's like, I went to him and I was like, Zuckerberg, we got to sell. I wanted to sell tickets on the event page. I was like, let's sell this tickets on the events page. Look, got to make money when we have business.
Tickets for like sports or like
no, just like events. Like, you know how like you have event pages on Facebook?
Yeah.
He didn't want to do it. He's like, does this help us get new customers? I was like, no. He's like, well, we're not doing it. And I appreciate that focus, that North Star dedication. And that's definitely something we've
deviation from the goal.
Not at all.
And you know what? Now that you mention it, bro, MySpace did have a fuck ton of ads. And MySpace, it was all over the place. It wasn't a clean interface. you know, you had your top 10 friends, and then people get mad at you for not putting them in your top 10 friends. Then you always had Tom as a friend, that one guy with the fucking white shirt like this. Yeah, remember that dude? He'd be like this in that fucking profile picture, like, you know, he'd be like this, right? And it, like, that was Tom. He was always your friend. And MySpace just did a lot of things incorrectly, but now it makes sense. So you guys were so super focused on growth first.
It's also like when you hire people now, like so at our company, we have 150 people, and it is amazing because the people are the only, it's everything in a business. It's like you have to have the people to do the stuff. And just to give you an example, like the people in customer support were PhDs from Harvard. Like no joke.
Wow.
People from Harvard that had PhDs and master's degrees were doing customer support. And so the thing that was
were they all like his classmates? Because Zuckerberg went to Harvard too.
Yeah, a lot of his classmates and so forth, and friends of friends. And plus everyone on Facebook is in college, so you can recruit from it really easily.
Yeah.
But it basically was a really interesting lesson. Like we talk about network and who's around you. It's like the brain power around him was just insane.
Yeah.
Like imagine having literally the best people in the world working at your company. And like, how would that be?
Yeah. Wow. And you know, I went to college in Boston, so you know, Harvard's right there. I went to Northeastern University. You know, we rode against Harvard. We hated them. Fuck the Crimson. But I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got some of the most brilliant minds over there at Harvard, MIT, etc. All there in Cambridge.
I gotta know though, how did you start doing YouTube? Real quick, we got in our chat.
Oh,
Try Vision.
I see you, Super Saiyan guys. Salute, MO. Keep going strong. I got you, bro.
Shout out to you, bro. Much love.
Before YouTube, I gotta ask about Mint.
Okay.
Because Mint is, I think, one of the best apps. I use it myself, right, to track net worth and everything else like that. As you guys know, I'm a hardcore minimalist, and I think all you guys, I'm not even gonna pay to tell you all this, but you should be using Mint to track your money,
bro. You know it's good when he calls you and tells you Mint's fire. It's like, bro, I don't care.
Yeah. So I still use a spreadsheet to track my money.
Oh, what?
I still use it. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we can talk about olden times. Bro, how do you get
pen and paper?
How'd you come from Mint and now you're using?
No, I helped build Mint. I was number 4. I like helped get it going.
I know, but why don't you use Mint?
Get the Juke coins.
Wait, yo, who told you about our coins?
You're gonna get us canceled, bro.
Okay, I'll take that back.
Okay. You know who YouTube is owned by, bro?
You're right.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
What did you say?
He's gonna get us in trouble. But Mint. So you don't use Mint, even though it's like it's
man. The reason I still use a personal finance sheet, and I have it on my site, okdork.com, where it's like it's just a template. Honestly, I like the intentionality of having to go and look at all the different stuff.
Okay.
I like putting in the work that's like, let me go to my mortgage website, let me go to like my bank account. I have an account that can go do it, but just for me, like I do it once a month, first of the month. And it also gives me like action items, like, all right, what's my net worth look like? And like, how do I want to reallocate that stuff?
Okay. So you just like being involved in it, and you've probably been doing it for a while. So you're like used to doing it that way.
Like 15.
Yeah, 15 years. All right.
No, but Mint is good. Mint is, for anyone out there, just like, I think it was fascinating. We were starting Mint.com. The number one competitor was people not wanting to do anything. People really with their, I mean, especially with money, people put their head in the sand. They didn't get educated by their parents. Like my parents had debit cards and they were telling me about credit scores like real early, right? They're Jewish parents. Really, that's part of like our culture. And so I felt fortunate about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people were like, I just don't want to know. I'm in debt. I don't really care about it. I don't want to see it. So,
yeah. And honestly, the good thing about it is it will show you net worth. If you're negative, it will show you and it will force you, oh God, what am I going to do? So I think it's a good app for tracking and, especially if, tracking your expenses. So, okay. YouTube.
That's you.
Yeah. YouTube. So I've been you guys, damn. I've been blogging since 2000. So I've been putting out content for 20 years now, over 20 years.
On YouTube?
Not on YouTube. On YouTube, I started, my first one was ever 2006. So God, Chad and Steven, the founders, came to Facebook to pitch. So they came to the office like, hey, we're doing this YouTube thing. And we're like, nah, we're bigger than you. We're better than you. Like, go off. And then they went off and then like, it actually went up and,
you told them fuck off?
But like, they're like, hey, we should try to we should put YouTube videos on Facebook. And we're like, not right now. We're trying to do other things.
Yeah.
And then so 2006, I put a video on there. And then 2010 kind of started dabbling. And then really when COVID hit is when I've gone back and forth on specifically YouTube. But when COVID hit first month, I was just inspired. I was just like, I put a plan together for my life. I felt like I knew what was going on. I wasn't really worried about the virus personally. And so I was like, how do I empower other people? So I literally just got out my phone shirtless. Like if you go back 2 years in our videos, it's just me like, hey, I'm
walking around vlogging in Texas
in my tiny ass little house back in the day.
I'm telling you, bro. That's how it starts, man.
Yeah. And then people, I think what you said though, Fresh, is that I got a little bit of response because I have a following. And so I had some people already being like, hey, I like what you're doing. I'm like, okay, cool. And I just enjoyed it. So even if a lot of people weren't watching, I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to keep doing this.
Hey, you got your core audience and they mess with what what you're doing, your message. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I will say this though. So them hearing a hard no from Facebook, they created their own lane. Like I said earlier, it's just unique to videos. And look at how big YouTube is now, bro. It's insane.
It's insane.
Dope.
It's the number 2 search engine after Google, which is crazy. Which is why I personally think YouTube is the best social media app, even though it's
100%.
because it's a search engine as well, you know. And it's like I look at it like would you disagree?
Bro,
No. I was just reading some of the comments.
some of the
He said
comments.
The Jews ain't gonna like this episode. I was like,
man.
Don't worry, we're fine.
Yeah.
We're fine. Everyone, yeah.
No, but like no, it's because
huge.
like with YouTube, it's like it's a search engine and it's an app, and you could keep people on it for longer. Versus like Instagram, I think Instagram is fantastic for networking, but not necessarily like the same. You're not gonna have the same oomph and reach and strength as an influencer on Instagram as you will as like on on YouTube. And I've always said it, like what I've noticed is that if you're big on YouTube, it'll translate over to Instagram and then it'll translate down to TikTok.
Other platforms.
But it will not translate, like let's say you're big on TikTok, that will not translate back to Instagram necessarily, and it definitely won't translate back to YouTube. But YouTube, goes back, because if people watch you for 5 to 10 minutes, they could definitely watch you for 30 seconds.
Dude,
at least,
it's awesome.
I mean, what's your take on that as a tech guy?
I love, dude. I'm a marketer. That's the way I think of myself as a promoter. I'm an evangelist. I'm like, I find people like you guys. One
of the top marketers.
I think for things that I like, I'm very good. It's just more relentless. I'm like, yo, I think like mint.com, I was like, yo, everyone has to know about this. Yeah. And that's why I went so hard to make sure that the marketing did really well. I think with YouTube right now is the best place to grow any business. Like if you have a lawn care business, people are going to YouTube. You're like, how do I take care of my lawn? If you have like a store, if you have like you sell drinks, if you have a software company like AppSumo.com, like I'm building out my brand. And then I'm like, hey, if you want tools for your business online, go check out AppSumo. So anyways, I don't know any other platform. Like we started messing around with TikTok and it's okay. I just don't think there's any channel where you can get free audience at this scale. Plus, as you guys know, they pay you. Yeah. They pay you to have like interact with this audience, which I find amazing.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
I would just say, even on an education level, think about YouTube. So regarding school, regarding a tutor or a lecturer, they have experience somewhat, but someone with a level of experience, for maybe years or a couple of months of experience, can come on the platform, teach you what they know in real time, and you learn from it. So it's pretty dope too.
Do you never find it fucking crazy? Like I go on YouTube and I'm like, I cannot believe this is free.
Bro, I've learned so much from YouTube. It's crazy, bro. Yeah. Like real estate, investing, doing the car thing I told you about. Yeah. It's crazy, bro.
Well, you were saying you built the studio from watching YouTube videos, man. That's so impressive.
Yeah, I was a Fed before this, man. I didn't know nothing about cameras and lights and all this other stuff, man. I was arresting people. I didn't know anything. So I figured it out. And I did all my research between using video switchers to cameras to lights to everything. And yeah. And then I had the inspiration, obviously, because I played Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which when that game come out? That game came out. That came out in 2004?
Oh, you old too, man.
Hey man, I know you ain't talking about.
Hey, how does he have Dragon Ball Z? That's some weird shit, man.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. Shout out to Dragon Ball Z as well, man. So you started a lot of businesses. How many businesses have you had?
Like over 20.
Over 20.
Yeah.
And the business you have now, it's marketing, but what do you do specifically for the people out there?
So the simplest way of explaining is we started out as Groupon for software. Remember Groupon back in the day where you had like daily deals and stuff? It's that for software. So if you created a software product and you're like, how do I get customers?
Okay.
What do? You like buy ads, you like try to create a YouTube content, you maybe try to get press, maybe try to do a partnership. If you come to AppSumo.com, if we like your product, we'll put it on the site and then we promote it to our audience of 1 million people.
Bam.
And then we do revenue split 50-50, 70-20, 80-20, whatever that is.
Nice. Gotcha. Okay. And it's for software explicitly only? Or
we have some courses and we've tried other things, but really that's like 80-20 of our business. It's just like new and up and coming software tools.
Okay. Well, can you give us an example of like what a software tool that you guys
so I'll pull it up on the site. I mean, we've promoted, like most software that everyone's using was on AppSumo at one point, getting promoted by AppSumo. So ones that more people know, Udemy is pretty popular. Hopin, LinkedIn.
What is Udemy?
Udemy is like a course site.
We could like go watch content regarding any topic you want, pretty much, and learn about it. It's kind of like YouTube, but directly for like education.
Okay.
Through videos and like
Okay, like it's specific for education only. Like it's not like mindless entertainment.
Yeah, you got to learn.
Okay.
Yo, real quick, I'm gonna cancel my flight and just hang out with you guys. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool. Fuck it. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Do it, man. It's up to you.
Yeah.
The multimillionaire moves.
All right, we're doing it. I'll just
because he had a flight, guys. He was supposed to go back to Texas, to the great state of Texas.
Yeah, then we went out to Russia. We're gonna hang out, and plus there's an after party with some some guys. You have a lot of guys coming.
Yeah, well, actually, no, that's on Saturdays when all the dudes come. But today's the chicks.
All right, no, I'll just hang out because the energy is right. And so like right now, it's been really interesting. So it's like for a lot of up and comers. So like there's a product called Symbol, cut revision time in half. So it's like if someone like yourself if they didn't have a job and don't have a lot of cash, for $60 you can get a video editing tool. To do your videos. Or we should probably sponsor you guys, by the way.
Yeah, hey man, why not?
Hey man,
we're not politically correct. I mean, Yeah,
work on
who
that.
knows? We're a little risky, but hey, let us know.
That's true.
But yeah,
So that's what the site. That's
so
what
yeah,
it
the
looks like.
site is it's the site
Here,
is
hold
like
it up real quick. Let me hit camera 4. Let's see if we can see that. Okay. So
the idea,
okay.
So the idea is like it's right now it's become more like Amazon for software.
Okay.
So if you guys are like, hey, we need a tool for design, we need a tool for logos, we need a tool for our website, we need a tool for like analytics, whatever that is on an online business, you kind of have $50 you buy for life. None of our products have subscriptions. That's kind of like our like claim to fame is lifetime deals.
Lit.
So like
Okay.
grab your YouTube channel.
So I like that. So like it's an Amazon for software.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been. I honestly can't believe this is the one that like got big. But I've had a lot of other ones that like were so close to it, man.
Yeah,
like real close. Like I started a Facebook game. Do you remember Facebook games back in the day? Where all like the Farmville shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You did that? You were involved in that?
Yeah. I helped build. I was the most popular game developer in the beginning, and then we built a.
You ruined so many people's lives, man.
I hated that, dude. Because my dream at that time was to go to Argentina, hook up with women, drink wine, and learn how to tango. And that's what I did.
Meanwhile, you're teaching people how to lose their lives on Farmville.
No, so I went down there and I had like a quarter life crisis, and I was like, yo, I don't want to build games for like Midwestern.
Oh,
people.
you were in Argentina doing this?
Yeah, I went down to like Buenos Aires and like I lived there, and like Tim Ferris came through, and like I just didn't want to build games. Like I think that's interesting for everyone out there. It's like, what do you really love doing?
Yeah.
Like, what do you really like for free? And for me, making content sounds like you guys as well.
Mhm.
I do this for free. Like I would even if I wasn't getting paid, like to be able to promote things, meet interesting people like yourselves. Like
yeah.
I don't know, that was always it. And the game part for me doing that stuff back in the day was just like it was a drag.
Okay. So, all right, tell us the story. Well, how'd you get fired at Facebook, bro?
Oh, the Facebook story.
Now that we got a little bit more time, I got to hear this one.
Yeah. The Facebook story is definitely it's a juicy one. It's also my level of immaturity. I was 24 years old. The moment I remember is I was laying, and I've never gone
This
back.
is what year?
2006.
This is 2006. Okay.
So I was laying on the ground in Coachella.
Typical LA style.
I don't think I've never shared the detail of some of this. And I'm laying there. I was pretty high, probably drunk. And then I remember just being like, oh, we had a new feature coming out. And so TechCrunch, which was like the blog, I think it's still pretty popular, techcrunch.com. We had a new feature coming out the next day.
Okay,
So
for Facebook. Okay.
And no, we weren't doing any press.
Okay.
We weren't telling anybody about it. I was
Oh,
like, yo,
shit.
we should go and tell the world about this new feature. Like, this is great. Why are we building stuff and not telling people?
Yeah.
So I basically like texted the editor of the site. I was like, yo, can you put this out tomorrow when it comes out?
Yeah.
He put out an article that night. And so then I messaged Mark and then a few of the other leaders, and I was like, yo, just heads up, like, this is me. Like, I did it. I wanted to promote the product.
Mhm.
And that was pretty much the final thing. There's other things I think people can learn from my experience, but that was the one where, like, it wasn't aligned to the company. And I think, like, taking a step back there, I don't know about where your guys' dreams were. My dream was always to have the Noah show.
Okay.
I wanted the Noah show.
Yeah.
And that's okay to have a dream you want.
Yeah.
That was the Mark show. That was
Okay.
like, and Mark sat me down, like, you know, a lot of times where he's like, look, because even during Facebook, you know, I was doing side hustles. I like created a conference that made like 50K. And I did a bunch of conferences because I wanted to go to a conference with like cool people and have like Red Bulls and like Hawaiian food.
Yeah.
And so
Hawaiian shirts.
Hawaiian shirts. Yeah, that's right. And so that was just like an interesting thing where like it wasn't my show, it was them. And I think the other thing for all of us, like, I think it's interesting for us to document the moment that's happening. So what I mean by that is, like, I look back on my journals when I was at Facebook, and there's actually a lot of times where I'm like, damn,
You kept journals?
Yeah, like on blogger.com. I still have it.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
It's like private. It wasn't public, but it was more interesting to reflect, like, how are you actually feeling? Because our minds lie to us.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this was a great thing. I can't believe she broke up with me. But then if you actually read like shit that was going down, you're like, maybe it wasn't so good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's,
I think you're more of a nerd than me.
yeah, bro. I'm a dark. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were keeping journals?
No,
like,
there's I've been journaling. I mean, I was journaling publicly because I enjoyed the attention. Like,
Yeah.
I like being a public person. But yeah, with Facebook is also, I wasn't able to scale the company. Like, so if you think about it, like, to go from like our company is like 100 million to like 200 million, like, that's a different skill set
100%.
than people who are like, I know how to go 0 to 1.
Yeah.
And so some people can scale with it. Like, I just couldn't. Like, when we were just 30, dude, it's like my sweet spot.
Okay.
Like, I'm just like, yo, just give me a bunch of random shit. Let me just go figure out how to do it.
Okay.
And now it's like 150. It's like, yo, here's you have a meeting, and in the meeting there's 30 people, and then we have this like old white lady who I'm like, you don't know shit about the internet.
Yeah. Facts.
And then she's just trying to tell. And I'm just like, and then we have just debates about fonts. Like, hey, what font? Fonts.
Oh,
like, what
God.
font? Which is fine. I just didn't give a fuck. I was like, no one needs fonts. They're trying to hook up with chicks.
Italic, baby.
Yeah, they're trying to message people.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
Italic only when you're talking to chicks.
Yeah. Really?
I mean, no, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
okay. I thought it was like that's a
I
secret.
Comic Sans when you talk to hoes. and then when you're typing up a paper, what is it? Times Roman numeral 12?
12?
When you're in college?
Yeah.
You know
something
what I'm saying? Okay.
But
So, go ahead.
No,
continue.
I just wasn't able to scale, man. It was It was a rude awakening. It was like probably the worst. You know what's interesting? Like, what are the defining moments in your life? Like, what are the I don't know, maybe it was like 5 in each of us. I don't know. What's one that comes up for you?
I was at a Coachella event in 2006, and I decided to just run an ad and say, fuck my boss.
No, but do y'all have moments that what are moments in your life that you're like, that changed? So getting fired. I remember the day I got fired. They're like, hey, we have a meeting. I was like, oh, sounds good.
This was right after you had run this promo. The
Yeah, where I told someone, basically it leaked. So I leaked it, but I told them. There was that. Plus, I just wasn't skilled wise. I wasn't skilled to be doing Excel charts and all this stuff that they needed at that size. In the beginning, it was okay to be just get it done. But then it was how do you actually have project management?
Yeah,
and
it's a little bit more refined now. It's bigger.
Yeah.
So you tell this guy, hey man, we need to push this project. He pushes it. He writes something about it the night of.
Not the next day. Yeah. So Coachella finished off. Went back to work. Everything's fine. And then on Tuesday, TS Ramakrishnan, this guy named Matt Kohler. Matt Kohler is now a billionaire. He's a big VC. So he's like, hey, we're going to go to this coffee shop on University Avenue in Palo Alto. Walks me there, sits me down. I'm looking out at the window. They're looking at me. They're like, hey, we're letting you go today. And I'm just like, this is my life. For me, that was everything. That was everything.
So who was it? It was Mark Zuckerberg.
No, it wasn't Mark. It was a guy named Matt Kohler, who's he's another billionaire.
Okay.
And then TS, he was at
the time, was he the second in charge of Facebook or something? Or?
Matt was probably 4 or 5. Matt was this guy who was always on his fucking BlackBerry. He wouldn't even look at you, just be on
Blackberries. God damn, we're going down memory lane on this one. Holy shit.
No, but I think that everyone out there, everyone in the comment section, y'all should get fired. Go get fired. Go try some shit out, because I'll tell you, when you get fired, one, it gets you, someone said this, I love this quote. It's get a chip on your shoulders to get chips in your pocket. Because I had a fucking chip on. I'm like, yo, fuck Mark Zuckerberg, fuck all these Harvard people, and fuck all these people that doubt me. And that was then I just always
were you the only Berkeley guy there?
Yeah, it was all Stanford, Harvard, Caltech.
Bro, they had to get you the fuck out of there. They're like, hey, get this guy. This guy's a peasant.
I always felt uncomfortable. I always felt very insecure in that environment, and it was good because it pushed me. It was being around amazing people. You're like, oh shit, there's different levels in this game.
Yeah, when you're, I don't know if you guys ever been around people that are from Ivy League schools or from Stanford or whatever, but it's a very pompous attitude that they have. That they're like, oh, where'd you go to school? Oh, okay. Oh.
I think just to I'll end this a little bit more further as well. You said this is the Mark show, not my show. All times we work for people, right? And you think, okay, cool. I'm gonna do this for this person. I'm gonna get the best results. But remember, it's their show, not your show. So yes, on some level, work for somebody, get some experience, but just know that hey, this is their business. It's not your business.
100%.
Can I have some water, go ahead.
Can I have some water, please?
Oh yeah, of course. We got y'all.
All right, thank you.
She's gonna bring it to you.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and it's not bad. There are people who want to be employees. That's great. Just find the.
But you were one of them. You wanted to do more.
Yeah,
and you wanted to do the best you could in the company, but that was kind of you wanted more than just that.
So who else was there when you got so it was you said it was
my manager and this guy Matt Kohler were the two dudes that were there, or who was at Facebook that was working there.
Yeah, that fired you. They took you to a coffee shop all the way over there just to tell you, all right, we're letting you go.
Yeah.
Why'd they take you all the way over there? Why not just tell you
why did they just do it at the office?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I had to walk a shame. They walked a shame me through the office, and this guy named Darian was like, yo, what happened? I'm like, you got fired today. I was like, who gets fired?
God damn.
Thank you.
And then no worries, man. And then they what did you have to go to your cubicle and get your box?
The worst part was for me, and I think especially in your 20s, you should just work as hard as possible. Just be as dumb as possible. Find smart people to be around, be in a right geographical area like Miami, Austin, these hot areas. But the one of the hardest things for me is I did that over everything. That. I mean, you guys hustle. That was over everything.
Yeah.
For sure. My girlfriend was after that. My family was after that. My personal life was after that. I lived in a house with only Facebook people. Right, so I went home.
So that must have been weird.
Yo, I'm curious. How was your dating life, bro?
Right now?
Wait, hold on. We got to finish the Facebook cycle before we get into the girls.
I had a girlfriend at the time.
So okay, so you go back to the Facebook house.
Oh, I also had one other crazy story there, but that was. You hear that one?
Yeah, well, we definitely want to hear that one. So you go back. So what's the atmosphere?
Well, so here's the thing. They're still at work, right? And I don't have a cell phone anymore because I had a company phone.
Oh, you had to give your BlackBerry back?
So I had to give whatever phone was back.
Fucking T-Mobile sidekick or some shit.
Yo, bro. Dude, I was sick. Do you have a T-Mobile?
No, I never had that phone. But a lot of people had it. Remember the cities that flip up like this and all that other shit? Or a fucking Nokia?
Yeah, I'm glad that
or a flip phone.
Polaroids. That's all I use now. Polaroid.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so you got to go home, right?
No, there's even more. So, I don't have a phone. So I can't call anyone. Because I don't have a phone anymore because I had a company phone. So I had to go to the Verizon store and I called my girlfriend. I was like, I just got fired today. I didn't know that happens.
Oh.
And then went home. I picked up my stuff in my car, smoked some cigarettes on the balcony of the house, put my stuff in the car, drove to my friend's couch, and then I lived on his couch for a
Bro,
while.
I gotta know. You call your girlfriend, you told her, babe, I just lost my job. What was the response?
She was fine with it. She wasn't like she was just like sad. She was sad for me. She was a really sweet girl. She was a really sweet girl.
Where's
What
she
did
now?
you do for work?
So it's funny. I met her at work. So I worked at Intel. I was a cubicle guy, right? Like I worked at this like
Oh.
cubicle job doing nothing. I literally just slept most of the day. I brought
Prior
like,
to Facebook, because you were
Yeah.
Intel prior to Facebook.
yeah, but the thing with Intel, which was awesome, is because I didn't have to do any work. I was able to do all these side hustles. Like I brought a sleeping bag to work, and like I put it under my desk and just slept like half the day, and it was great because I didn't have like I didn't have much to do.
it's fucking lit.
Yo, how soon after did she leave?
No, she didn't.
Oh, she didn't?
No, she's
What'd she
she's
say?
a really good girl. Yeah, Jennifer. Shout out Jennifer Chen.
Damn. You like them Asians?
Wait, she was Asian.
Yeah, I've never dated a non-Asian.
That's why she didn't leave.
There you go.
I'll give you an excuse.
No, I would actually. I'm trying to date non-Asian. Well, we can get to the dating, but yeah, she was great, and then so she's now living in Taiwan. But yeah, she worked. I met her at Intel when we worked there.
Oh shit! Tell her to get out of Taiwan, bro. The Chinese are
Yo,
coming.
she love you long time.
Yo, the niggas about to come in.
Yo,
and take chips.
Talking about
Yo, they're
beepers.
coming in, bro. Yo,
But yeah, I'm like sleeping on my friend's couch. Sucked, man. Sucked, dude. It was like you feel so like I felt like a loser. Felt like I had no. I literally like
well,
all
the
these
whole chat is about to quit their job after you. Like, everybody get fired. Everyone
they
needs to get
should.
fired.
They should
Believe
get fired,
yourself.
man.
Get fired. I got fired from McDonald's, so not nearly as
Did
cool
you
as
really?
Facebook. Yeah, it was my first job,
How do you fire from there?
bro.
You want to tell
Like,
us?
you don't have to do nothing. You just literally put it in the microwave, hit a button, right?
No, not even. I mean, I couldn't even do that. But
what's his name? Fuck, you said F you. What's his name?
I was 16 years old when I got the job.
No, the guy that fired you. The
He was a Trinidad dude. His name was Kester.
yeah, Kester.
Yeah. I got a whole YouTube video on it, but this ain't my interview. This is your interview, bro. I'm not that.
Hold on, so
I'm not special.
what'd you get fired for though?
Oh, a couple things. It was like 3 strikes. Like one time I spoke back to a customer. Another time I was like, I did the math wrong and I was short like $10 on the register. And then a third time I got another argument with a customer.
I'm proud to say
And I got
never been fired from a job. I've always left before.
That's
right before.
Yeah. So I got fired from McDonald's, bro. That was funny. I was 16 years old. I got fired. And that was actually 2006, actually.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. So you were over there at Coachella in 2006. What was cool? What was going on in 2006? Jim Jones released We Fly High.
We fly high.
No lie. You know it's losing. Yeah, I'm like, God damn. All right, so 2000. Oh, chats? We got some chats, bro, or no?
Yeah.
Just a few. Just
A
like,
few?
they're like,
Yeah.
fuck these niggas, we ain't donating to this shit. The Jays aren't gonna like this collab. Yeah, they probably aren't. We're probably gonna get canceled here. What was the first business you started when you did much capital? I think he means when you had capital.
Yeah, I think what's interesting is the way I've always
NBA
taught
Mastermind.
people and the way we've always done for our own businesses is like, don't spend any money. Literally, don't spend any money. Don't spend any time. So you should be only trying to figure out how do you validate the business you're starting. So when I started AppSumo, I did it in a weekend and it cost me less than $50. Like I spent a little bit.
Holy crap.
And now it's a $100 million revenue business.
You
right?
started with
Damn.
$50?
I didn't even need to, but it was like this guy in Pakistan. I was like, yo, bro, can you help me out with this?
Yo,
He's like,
Ahmed,
shout out
help me out
Muhammad.
with this.
It was Muhammad.
Yeah,
Shout
it
out
was
Muhammad.
Yo,
Dude, he's still my boy. I still refer him
you know what it
clients.
is? Cheap labor. I see you. You're pretty smart, bro.
Yo,
Cheap labor.
yo. Muhammad, help me out with this, bro.
He's like, yo, 10 cents on the dollar.
What year did you get Muhammad on board?
So I started AppSumo in 2010. I mean, I think what's interesting is like, what's the problem that you're really interested in? Like, what is it that you're excited to actually be working on? And for me, it was like promoting things. I did payments before. I did payments for companies. And they would always just treat me like shit. Like I would work hard. Like I would really hustle to get a client. And then after like for 6 months, like I'd send them shoes, like all this stuff. And then they would like use us for a day and then cancel us.
Oh, fuck.
And so I was like, I want to do something where I have the power. I want to do something where people need me.
Yeah.
Right. Like even with this YouTube thing, like I think the fact you guys have diversification is like if YouTube changes you, like you still have some control. Like you're getting, I don't know, you guys have an email list?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So if you build up your email list, like if you want to tell your audience something, you don't have to rely on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, very important. Very important. I think that's something that people miss a lot with the digital marketing. So wait, okay, so Muhammad, you and Muhammad linked up and did this in what, 2010?
Yeah, but bro, you know Mark came after me again.
What?
Yeah, after he's like, I got him. Step on that motherfucker. He stepped up. So after I got fired, which was probably one of the most traumatic experience of my life.
Yeah.
That and getting cheated on, which we'll get into that one.
Yeah. We need the Facebook story, House 2 story.
Well, so the house story was like, I packed up my shit, moved to my friend's couch, and then I just like, I was crying and trying to figure out what the fuck to do with my life. For 6
That's your
months.
crazy story? I thought you said
No, the
crazy
story that gets crazier is that. So then finally I start these other companies.
Okay.
Right. So I start this games company, then I start this payments company. And this payments company, we did $30 million our first year.
Hey.
Yeah. I was like, all right, finally it's payday for Uncle Noah.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
No, Uncle Noah's coming through.
Yeah. Did you go tell Mark something after that?
Then he banned our company from Facebook.
Wait, why?
That's just petty.
That's a great question.
Wait, no,
Because he fired him, nigga. He was mad. He was like, yo,
I don't know if he's that vengeful. He probably is. He's probably that smart. With the payments, you couldn't do the certain type of payment. Everybody's doing it. We were number 3 largest. For some reason, we were the one that got banned.
Wow.
And
Bro, because he knew it was him. It was like, fucking Noah.
He said, you cockroach, get out of here.
He's like, fuck this guy.
Step on you.
So he literally banned your company.
We went from $15,000 a day in profit for 3 guys to $1,500 a day. Right. And we had employees, we had other people working with us. So it was like, that was dramatic. I was like, shit. I was actually pretty happy about that. I wasn't happy about Mark. I was like, I gotta get this fucking guy back.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty happy that there's a lot of people shitting on him these days.
Yeah,
like everyone hates him. Like there's people that admire him, but a lot of people hate him.
So y'all are like, are y'all like enemies now? Are you guys
no, he doesn't even remember me. I mean, he remembers me, but he don't give a shit.
Yeah, he's probably like, way
I think that's
now.
always interesting too, that like we're angry at other people. Like, you know, when someone honks at you in the car and you're like, yeah, that motherfucker. And they're like, that person just kept driving. They don't even remember it. Right. But you are so angry in these moments.
But you know what's funny? That drives you to do other things. So
100%.
that anger and that frustration said, you know what? Damn, I can do this myself. I'll find a way. And you created multiple businesses, and now you're here today doing your thing.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
man,
have a Facebook profile today though.
I've never changed my profile picture. I was angry about all of it for so long. I went to.
So you still have Facebook somehow?
I went back on it when I started. So I went off for 5 years when I was at Mint, or maybe a few years. When I was at Mint, Facebook Games came out, and I was like, oh shit, that's a way to make money. I'm gonna do that. And so I went back on Facebook to do the Facebook Games.
Oh, so you work for them again?
Well, no, because I was just anyone could put a game on Facebook at that time, just like putting an app on the iPhone.
Okay. So you got the tentacle back in. And then you did this payment company, and then he kicked you off the payment company.
He kicked us off the platform. So he basically just like ended our business overnight. And that same day he banned us, we got sued by our largest competitor. It was like such a wild day. I just remember waking up and I'm like, I was actually relieved. I think it's really interesting, the moments in life that we're relieved. You know, the moments you're just like, yeah, I didn't fucking want to work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I mean, McDonald's might be great.
Yeah. That is true. Actually, you could look at it. There's always a good and a bad, right?
Yeah.
So okay. So are we gonna get into dating? Any other questions on Facebook? I'm trying to think. I got so many. Like, that's got to be like fucking crazy working for Facebook. Especially in the beginning.
Yo, it was a fucking pandemonium, man. I mean, I think the thing that it's like all these different things added up, and I think, as Fresh was saying, it's like, what are you learning from the experience? Like everyone, like my story is not unique. Like everyone has hard shit.
Yeah.
Right. Like I was very fortunate. I had like a good upbringing, like all this stuff. I had a lot of advantages. I was very lucky on it, but like everyone could do it.
Yeah.
Right. It's just like, are you going to put in the work? Are you going to like keep pushing on it? And I think one thing in my 20s that was different was I just lived so cheap. So I didn't have to have a job. I didn't have to work for anyone. Like I lived on couches for a year. I lived in my aunt's basement for a year. I lived in my mom's couch or my mom's house for 2 years. And then only at 30, I finally started renting a place, $500 a month. And I was like, okay.
In California?
No, that was in Texas.
Oh, okay,
that was when I moved to Texas.
Where were you in Texas? Oh, wait, were you?
I moved to Texas 2010, and that's when I started actually paying like serious rent, $500 a month.
Okay, and where were you at in Texas at that point?
I was in Austin. I moved.
You were in Austin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, 2010?
Yeah.
This is 2010. Like Austin was just starting to explode at that time.
You were 30?
Yeah, 28.
That nigga, you old.
Yeah, no, because I remember going to Austin in 2009. I went there for a rowing trip, and I remember seeing cranes all over the place, like cranes in the air, new buildings being developed, and it was at that time, if I'm not mistaken, it was the #1 fastest growing city in the United States at that time, or in the top 3 or some shit like that.
Am I the oldest guest on your show ever? What is this?
No, we've had other senior citizens on, so don't worry about it, bro.
Yo, I got curfew. I think the news is on at 9, guys. I gotta
go. Okay, any chats? Okay, let's see here. Hey, guys, thank you so much for the donations. We appreciate it. Lavelle Williams. Noah, how big of a market do you see there being for ML and AI/AR for predictive movement, predictive problem-solving software?
Yeah, so shout out everyone doing this. Is it super chats?
Yeah.
That dude, shout out to that. NBA Mastermind. That is awesome that you're doing it. I love that the people are supporting y'all. You guys put a lot of work into making this happen.
Thank you, man.
So for me, anytime I see these fucking like buzzwords, like anything with 2 letters, I'm like, fuck that. And I think what's really interesting now is like people are ML, talk about AI, talk about AR, well, the 2 things that are really interesting to think about is 1, why is everyone talking about crypto? And there's really just one reason, because there's a lot of fucking money that's happening.
Facts.
Right. And so because
there's an episode on that.
Yeah, and so it's exactly like because there's so that's like, okay, so part 1, if there's a lot of money in it, I would probably be more interested in that. That's why I've been interested in crypto and followed that. I think the second thing is like ML, AI, all these different things. Who cares about that? What are you actually solving? Like, what's the ML actually trying to do? Is it trying to help scheduling for a restaurant? Is it trying to help predict like what real estate to buy? And then work backwards more from the problem you're solving that you can actually sell to people than just worrying about the tech stuff. Tech stuff is where people get distracted.
Okay. What was one thing you noticed immediately when you worked with all these tech moguls? That's a good question.
Yeah, Mark was. I think one of the things with Mark, I mean, there's a bunch. One, he actually spent time thinking. I remember we were at the office on our,
Would you just walk into the room and he'd just be doing this shit?
Yeah. He would be there and he would have like his pen and paper and he would just be like writing. I was like,
yo, what did he wear?
Same stuff. No, the same stuff that he wears now. It's like Patagonia. It's like the Bay Area special, like Patagonia jacket, black shirt, jeans, and then like New Balances. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah.
No, I mean, dude, that's what I wore when I was in college. That's like the Boston special too.
Yeah.
You wear a fucking Patagonia down vest or some shit and a hat and some Levi's jeans and some fucking Merrell's shoes and that's it. You're good. I mean, that's what I wore for years.
But like, yeah. So he thought a lot, and I think that's something that none of like a lot of us don't do. Like, I think it's great to come and listen to a show like this. You get inspired, right? And then how do you go and like process that and turn that into something else for yourself?
So he would just be in his office just writing.
He'd be writing or reading. You just be seeing him doing that. And it's interesting because we're all on our computers, like working, but he would be thinking a lot. Secondly, he was really smart about who he surrounded himself with. I remember really early on, there's this real old lady there. I'm like, what's this old bitch doing? Like, why are you here? Like if you have to, and I know that I don't mean to be offensive to women or old men or old people.
Oh, it's okay. It's fresh and fit, baby.
I know,
say whatever you want to say. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we don't care.
So I just remember, I'm like, yo, why do you have this old lady around? Like, we're all young. We're all super smarter than her. And I think Mark was actually, he's very smart. He was like, he had really great people around him.
He's probably banging her.
Ugh.
Oh.
Dude, man, some people are strange, bro. Who knows, man? Like,
bro.
No, but he just had like smart people around. Like, so I think for everyone out there, and like, if people don't have networks, like, how do you start putting yourself in a place? Like, put out content like y'all do, which makes you guys a magnet, or like start reaching out to help people, as you were saying earlier with your story.
Add value.
Yeah, like go help them out. Go make them a TikTok. Go make them tweets. Go make them YouTube videos, clips, whatever that is. And so he had a lot of smart people around him. And yeah, I think he also was good time management. I remember when I tried to meet with them, he's like at his desk. It's like, you're right there. And I'm like, hey, Mark, can we meet? He's like, oh, you need to talk to my assistant. I was like, bitch, I'm right here. Just like, look at your calendar. Look at your calendar and just tell me what time you can meet. I'll put on my calendar what time you meet. But it was, now that I'm a CEO of a company, which I've never really thought of myself as a CEO until recently, and time is everything. And so I have a person that every Sunday I do my calendar, Monday we do my calendar, Friday I do my calendar. So I spend hours on my calendar. Shit. And so it was interesting for him. He knew it early, just to be like, how are you being very diligent with your time, especially at that size?
Wow.
Not at the size, but like, how are you being diligent with time if you're trying to do big things?
And he was doing that type of thing only at 30 employees.
Dude, he was like 23.
Wow.
He also, I'll tell you the other thing. I mean, the guy has, I do give him credit, man. Like, he had a big ass vision. I think a lot of people have tiny, like even my own self. Like, I think with our company, I'm happy where it is. But he was like, we are going to take over the fucking world.
Yeah.
And like with conviction. Like, we'd be at meetings and he's like, we're going to do world domination, everyone. And you're like looking around and he's like, he's fucking serious. And you're like, we're going to fucking go.
Yeah, but you know, it's funny though. Like, I also work in the tech industry as well. And those type of meetings, like if the person at the top believes it, by default, their conviction kind of rubs off on you.
Is everyone just like fucking?
It's like Wolf of Wall Street. No, they're not. Yo, but the funny part is,
see, Fresh guys, just so y'all know, Fresh has no concept of American pop culture whatsoever. This dude's a fucking foreigner and he doesn't know anything. So when I mention movies and stuff like that and he doesn't understand, guys, is because number one, he's not American. And then number two, he's not aware of any American pop culture. So he'll be looking at me like with two, like, I'll make a movie reference. I'm like,
what are you talking about?
He's like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Coconuts? No? Okay.
I will say this though. Those meetings and those like talks where like the owner or the CEOs come and talk to you with that vision, like our guy would say, the sky's the limit. Believe in yourself. We can do this, guys. We're going to the top. And those catchphrases, those like important meetings, like after that you felt like empowered. You feel like, oh shit, I'm gonna make a change. Mind you, you're just gonna get computer typing notes and shit. But the point is that like that talk, bro, like it's inspiring, man.
I'm just wondering, like, oh, sorry, my bad.
No, I was gonna say, but at the end of the day, though, it's not your company. It's your company.
Yeah.
You're making them all the money. They pay you peanuts. So
yeah. But my thing is like, where y'all having meetings like, yo, fuck Facebook, bro. We know where they at. We gonna slide. we got their ad. We got their ad coming to you, MySpace. Tom, you motherfucker. I see you with your white shirt. We know your location. Like, did he ever go in there and just
tomatoes.
MySpace and say like, what other social media app was there like at that time?
Friendster,
High Five.
Bebo.
High Five.
That's just hard, bro.
Would y'all just have meetings like fuck these
I think
niggas, man? We go find them.
I don't think we said that word.
Okay.
A
Moko
bunch of
space.
Jewish kids.
You know, okay.
No, I think what's interesting is get an enemy. Get an enemy. We had enemies. We were like, yo, we were gonna kill like we were. It was us versus them. I was just saying, like, you got to pick an enemy. I think that's very helpful in like your personal life or in your professional life.
Did y'all have meetings like fuck MySpace? Like Tom, you guys got like a dartboard. You just throw in a Tom. Like just we're gonna kill him.
I think it was just we also saw how the metrics were looking. We knew we were going to dominate them, and we just were taking it like we're very focused on it.
Okay.
And it was very intense that everyone wanted it. It was interesting how we got everyone to just be like, "We are here on a fucking mission."
Everyone shows up in black robes. We're fucking in the flames inside.
No, but
doing ceremonies and shit. You know, bro. Facebook taking over. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with Myron today, bro? No, I'm just saying, like, because I can just picture in my head like this dude's out there in fucking Silicon Valley in the dark ass room with robes on. We gonna take my space down. You know what I'm saying? But Zuckerberg having like fucking me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you pick it.
Yo,
come on, man, co-leader.
So, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say, nigga.
This podcast is the least professional podcast that we've ever done.
I will say this: there are rumors going around, right, that Mark is not human. He's some type of like reptilian, outer space like robot. And so this girl that came on the show, I don't know if you remember this girl.
Oh, you gonna tell this story? Oh shit!
Yeah,
okay.
But she spoke about being flown out to this private island with the owner of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, and other people, top CEOs there, executives, and they did some things to Mark to help him, you know, rethink his process. And I would say they're quite telling because
you won't get us killed, bro.
Last episode.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
Have you heard about that? Or?
I don't know this nigga.
So you know, have you heard of
We're best friends.
Allegedly. Have you heard of Bohemian Grove?
Yes.
Bohemian Grove's like another like California. I think it's California, Oregon. Another like
it's California.
Yeah, the
shout out
secret
to
society
our
thing.
boy,
Shout out to Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Did you have him on the show?
Classified. Okay, go ahead. We can't talk about
we
that.
got some things.
We're on air.
We're
We're behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's like conspiracy music.
Yeah. Okay.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but we had definitely heard of Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
Everyone saw that legendary show on the Rogan joint. But yeah, what about Bohemian?
No, similar like weird ass shit, rich people having like private. There's definitely like what conspiracies might be true.
There's some truth to it.
True.
On some level.
The stuff happens. Like some days I want to be present just for a day, just to be like, all right, what's all the secrets
I want to get it sworn in. I want to cut my hand and bleed with them and stuff.
I want to get the experience and then go back to reality.
I mean, not the other stuff that they do, you know. No, with the
you know,
funny
stuff. I'm like, nah, bro.
What kind of funny stuff?
I'm saying, really funny stuff.
Oh man.
Anything on any other chats?
There we go.
Yes.
Yo, they said fit and snitch. Yo, that's not even half the stories, bro, that we know with these girls, bro. They be out here doing some crazy shit.
Niggas on display.
Okay, if you could go back in your early 20s to tell yourself to avoid doing something, what would that be? And that's from NBA Mastermind to you. So if we had to go back to, I don't know, the 1800s, what would you do with your Dune buggy differently?
In our one bedroom school.
Yeah.
It's always interesting. I mean, I think I'll say it. I think one thing is I would have probably been more intentional to find a wife. I know. It's not what you're expecting, but like, is this a boo? You can do a boo.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna say, hit the wait. Do I have a boo button? No, I don't have a boo button. My bad. No, actually, I do got a boo button.
Okay.
No, I'm saying I think we're going down a little bit, but I think one thing, being more intentional. I used to be like, who would ever come, I'd just be fine with it. I'd be like, oh, this is good. This sounds fine. And I wasn't really intentional about my dating. It was like very like, whatever I could get, I'll just get.
But dude, they could take half your money, bro.
Well, government takes half, and then they take half. I got barely any left.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
it would have been worse than if you got married.
It could ruin your life too.
It could kill you, bro.
Yeah.
But financially, not physically.
You think losing your job was stressful? Imagine she takes your kids, your house, your company, and then
that was easy.
And then your soul. Yeah.
I think you're good that you didn't get married, bro.
Yeah.
Think so?
I think it's
I feel we can get into that. So I do feel
we're gonna transition to womanizing now.
Let's go.
Not womanizing.
I mean,
I know, but anything in my 20s,
girls.
I don't know. I'd say just like where I was. I'd say go. What was it stuff I do in my 20s? I don't know. Just go be somewhere where a lot of other impressive people are. Just go be in the area. Do that, and then like live hella cheap, and then just eventually just work hard to find the thing you actually want to spend the next 20 years on. And for me, it was like, oh shit, I actually like doing YouTube and like meeting people and promoting stuff. And I like promoting software. Like I like what we could do at our company.
Fair enough.
So,
That's actually really good practical advice.
now to the fun part.
Quit
All right,
being
girls.
sus.
All right. Any other chats before we get into the female part?
Yes.
Okay. We got so I'm from Louisiana with poor wages and I work 2 different jobs. I finally got 15K saved up. What's the best way for me to increase my income?
I'm from Louisiana with poor wages and I work 2 different jobs.
Yeah, Louisiana's a poor state.
Yeah, I mean, there's rich people in every state.
That's true.
Right. So
Let's
it's
go
like
look at
I
it.
think the thing that I would think about is like when people are talking about savings, like I don't think that's how you're going to get rich. Like you save to keep the money to not generally grows that dramatically, at least in my experience. So if increasing your income, honestly, it's like, how do you scale yourself? Right. So you can scale yourself right now with either doing stuff online. You can scale yourself with doing software, stuff like that. I think if I was him personally, it's like, what? I guess I was just trying to think like, what else could you do to make more money? I would drive Uber to start.
Yeah.
Like I would try to flip things, Facebook. I mean, for me, it was just like, what are the businesses I have some advantage in or some understanding that I could do?
Start
So like
right now.
yeah, so like during COVID, for instance, I wanted gym equipment. It was all sold out. So I was like, oh, is this a business here? So I went and actually just started contacting a bunch of friends, just like regular people. I was like, yo, does anybody else want gym equipment? I ended up getting like a few $100s of people wanting gym equipment. Once you have the money, then it's like, oh, how do I find gym equipment? So then I literally I try to call up people in China. I try to call hotels to see if they'll sell me their gym equipment.
Oh shit.
And eventually, from some random person, because they saw that I was doing it, it was like, hey, I have a friend who can help you get it. So I actually was able to kind of start buying and selling gym equipment. I was flipping Oculuses during COVID.
Damn.
Well, just more. It was just like I had a tough time finding an Oculus, and then there's these bots. You know, like shoot, you guys sneakerheads at all?
Yeah. The bots buy.
You know, like the bot
dude,
stuff.
So the guy gave me the Jordans, right? He has a bot that buys a bunch of shoes when they drop instantly.
Oh, midnight. Yeah.
So, bro, the regular person can't buy them because the bots are buying in bulk.
100%.
They fucked it up for everybody.
So I think there's like a lot of there's so many different ways to make money. This person could start a YouTube channel, right? Like I think the 15,000, I would just like put it in index funds, crypto, maybe some real estate. Like keep that simple, but like figure out how do you create a money dial that you have control over.
Cash flow,
You're never gonna save yourself to be rich, my friend.
Yeah.
So you gotta make more money. I hate to say it like that, but that's what.
I'm trying to think. Let's like try to give him a few other business ideas because I feel like it was a little light for that guy, especially they donated. It's like you can drive for Uber, right? Like you can put in the hours. Like I put in a fuck ton of hours. Even now, like I'm still up. Like it's Saturday and Sunday, and I was out here working. Like I don't need to work anymore. Yeah. But that's what we were still doing. So I think it's like drive Uber, flip stuff. Probably try to go work for someone for free. Like if you can go find someone who's rich,
that can teach you.
There's
for
like,
sure.
So I told you on some of our most popular videos on YouTube is us knocking on millionaires' doors. Or this weekend we knocked on millionaires' yachts. It was actually insane how how friendly a lot of people were. And then
was this in Miami?
Miami, yeah, down here, Miami Marina. We went and knocked on yachts, and it was a variety of people. But like just by asking, like I have a boxing guy, and he comes over to my house. It's like $65. He's awesome. Shout out Caleb. And I was like, why doesn't he ever ask me like, how did you make the money? What else do you do with your money? Do you have any things that I could do? Was there anything I could help you? I was kind of surprised by that. So I try to find someone successful in your area or someone through your network and just see if you can be around them more often.
So, funny story. When I first came to America, right? So I was working at Chick-fil-A, AT&T taking phone calls, and it was like, yo, bro, like this is cool and all, but like I need to figure out how to make some money and be successful. I'll never forget. One day I was at Starbucks on my day off, right? This is Chipotle and Starbucks close to each other. I'll go for lunch at Chipotle. I go to my computer on Starbucks to just like learn stuff on YouTube, how to invest, how to do real estate, all that stuff. Long story short, a guy pulls up in a Lamborghini, drop top with a girl. I'm like, damn, that shit looks fire. Mind you, I've never seen a Lamborghini in my life. I'm from the islands. I never seen one in real person. I'm like, damn, this shit's dope. Oh shit! First time seeing a Lamborghini, it's fucking amazing. So I asked him, hey bro, sorry to bother you, but like, what do you do for a living? He says, I do real estate. I invest in real estate. I buy and holds, and I live off my properties. I was like, oh shit. So you're telling me that like, if I buy enough properties, I can live off of it and be financially free. He's like, yeah, 100%. I was like, how do you learn? YouTube. I was like, what? So what I do? Go back into Starbucks, went on YouTube. I learned so much about real estate in like a month. Bro, what I do for my job, I saved all my money that I could. I bought my first property like the next year. And I started a journey of saying, you know what, damn, that one question that I asked sprouted into me knowing so much. So it's crazy, man. Just ask, and you shall be given. Because if you hit on somebody, guess what? You never know how they did it. But if you ask them, hey man, how do you make it happen? They might just tell you and say that might change your life. So you never know.
The upside of asking is high. The downside is zero.
Yeah,
it's like asking a girl, asking like for
someone smash, and then she hits you with the nope. And then you go talk to another one.
Exactly. Numbers game.
Do you want to smash?
Nope.
You just find one that says yes.
Someone's gonna say yes eventually.
All right, cool.
Might be
who's,
Asian.
who's up next?
Bro, I'm trying to kick the habit.
All right, we got okay. 1-800-Flowers bought their ETH today. What's your thoughts on ENS decentralized domains?
Nah, I don't think it really matters. I know they did like an ENS drop on the token, but I don't think it matters.
Okay.
All right.
WBT agency.
Noah Kagan is the #1 hustler. He will help my business thrive. There you go.
Damn, these people are awesome, man. You have a great audience.
Hey man, we got
Chris
we
Puckett.
love him, man.
For now.
George Okello, Mark probably hates you because you may have not really allowed him to take your IP. FB is notorious of stealing small company and dev products, rebuild and sell it as their new product.
What? George is definitely someone that's gonna be interesting to talk to.
Yeah, probably.
He's got some conspiracy.
Yeah, he's got some. He's definitely
in a
got
dark
some
basement.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm gonna stab him.
Yeah. Noah, work at FB the same time you did. Congrats on your success. Love your YouTube channel. That's from Chris Puckett.
Thank you, brother.
Is that you? Oh, I saw Asian. My bad.
Okay, Hugo Morales. I once got fired because a supervisor wanted to have a D-swinging contest. Pause. And all I gotta say is, BBC gang, we up.
Gang.
Okay, Hugo. And you got fired from your job probably for pulling out your dick to compare it. Mo's old pants. Okay. No, what conspiracy theory do you think is real? And Mo, I got a new Versace belt. We can go for a walk or something.
Thank you, old pants. Thank you. Conspiracy theory. I'm not sure people have been on the moon.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You question the moon landing.
Think about it. Yeah, it's happened. And also, I think sometimes the Earth is flat. Probably. Like
Chris would love you. That's our producer. He ain't here right now, but he's gonna walk in here with some
He
chicks.
thinks the Earth is not flat.
Yeah. I mean, like, you got.
He thinks the Earth is flat. My bad.
It's probably not flat, but you get to the end of it. You get to the beach, you see the end of the water. It looks like it's flat there.
Potentially.
Like, you've never seen it from another
and
angle.
in the moon landing, I can see people. Oh, well, the U.S. was so competitive with Russia. We just want to beat them. Oh, I get it. So, yeah.
I've seen Truman Show.
Was that?
I've seen Truman Show.
The Truman Show?
You remember back in the day?
No, that was way before my time.
Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey, yes. Jim Carrey, yes. Damn, Jim Carrey's old school, bro. Like,
yo,
it was during our time, Myron.
What conspiracy do you think is not real?
As he said, what conspiracy theory do you think is real?
Yeah.
What do I think is real? Damn.
Aliens. Yeah, definitely
real.
Yeah, probably real. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the government knows this stuff.
They do.
They definitely know.
They know.
I think yeah, definitely there's life. I think there's life outside of us for sure. I mean, they found water on Mars and shit. Like,
yeah.
So I think there's definitely other it would be foolish to think we're the only ones that are like living creatures. What about you, Fresh? What's your conspiracy theory?
You don't want to hear it?
Yes.
Oh no, I know. Go ahead, hit it.
All right. So to be frank, to be real with you guys.
Yep.
This life we live in, it's a matrix. It's all an illusion, and at the same time, guess what? We're all sheep.
Can you explain further?
Yeah. So I don't get canceled on YouTube though. But let's just say there's an agenda being played out, and we're like puppets following the agenda, going to work every day.
Yep.
Not really paying attention to what's going on, and controls being sought out from food, money, personal privacy, friggin' details about your life, all that stuff. And what's happening is they're capturing all this data.
Yep.
And they're harnessing it because at some
through
point,
Facebook, right? Capturing it through Facebook.
There you go. Shout out to Mark.
Yep.
They're gonna say, hey, you know what?
That's the ops, bro. You can't mention.
If you don't do what I say, yeah,
you can't. That's the ops, bro.
No. But at some point, they'll be like, yo, if you don't do what I say, we're gonna either wipe your money out. So let's say if there's no cash, only digital, you got zero in your account. What are you gonna do? You can't buy anything. Secondly, regarding food, if they control the food, what are you gonna eat? So long story short, I'm gonna say regarding control, I feel like there's a higher power that wants to like control everything, and at the same time, like they've been doing this for so many years, and they wait for this one person to come, Antichrist to show up, and then in the world, man.
So that's your prophecy.
Do you ever think the computers are gonna come against us? Like, there's a book called Demon, so good. It basically starts with a blowjob too, which is, I know you guys like that stuff. But the book basically is about how this guy turns all the computers and the drones against the humans. That seems like that could definitely happen.
Well, if you look at cameras, I mean,
everywhere.
They're not for us; they're against us.
I mean, we're already kind of using drones right now to kill terrorists and shit. So
yeah,
I mean, I'll tell you this: what I predict is number one, there's going to be we had a deep discussion about this, and I guess we can use this to transition over to girls here in a second. There's going to be like this Metaverse, man. bro, it's gone.
It's an escape.
It's an escape, and dudes are gonna start using that to smash chicks versus like actually going on dates and shit like that.
Yeah.
Human contact is gonna be something that is gonna start to die off slowly but surely.
Yeah, 100%.
Like hanging out with girls, hanging out with people in general.
Could you imagine?
It's already happening now with video games.
Can you imagine instead of going outside, you're on your home with Oculus? And what happens is, imagine everyone's plugged up to Oculus, and there's one person that controls everything.
Not only that, so we have a friend, Ben. He actually was talking about this shit.
Yeah.
He's already purchased software because so what he does is he manages OnlyFans girls, but he's on the cutting edge of like the porn industry and the sex industry in general, like helping guys bust nuts. Essentially, if we're gonna break it down, right? And he's investing in software that will allow guys to like basically pretend that they're smashing their favorite OnlyFans girl 3D. And I was like, this is not going to be good for a lot of guys because a lot of dudes already struggle with the ladies. They're going to be like, man, fuck this shit. I really don't need to deal with chicks.
Real time, though.
No, VR. You ever done VR porn?
I've never had it.
Oh, it's great.
But it's going to be the future.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be, it's going to
excellent.
It's going to be like Terminator.
You can put on
for these
Oculus.
hoes.
Yeah, go to Oculus. Put on Oculus. Go to YouPorn. It's free. And then it's wild.
For real?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's free.
Fresh, ain't never going to talk to another girl again. Like, what?
Why are you missing all the episodes? No, but it's like so realistic. It's pretty wild. And then I've done it while I was hooking up with my ex, and I was like, this is pretty nice.
Dude, in like 10 years, 10, 20 years, is going to be the future, bro. Like OnlyFans, pornography is going to be gone. It's going to be all virtual reality.
Well, why not just get the real thing?
Have you not dealt with women? Do you not understand? Why do you think this podcast exists? And I go, what?
You're right.
This guy, why not just get the real thing? If it were that easy, we wouldn't be here right now.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't that easy, my friend.
I just remember, you're right.
Yeah, this guy. Okay, we got any other chats here? Hope you guys are enjoying the podcast, by the way. This is probably the least
random
professional one. We're going to actually give you guys some tips on marketing here in a second, I promise. Hyper Walker. Hi, FNF. I'm learning programming on Udemy to do a software engineering boot camp. Thanks for helping me get my stuff together. Got you.
Good job, man.
And be a mastermind again. What inspired you to keep trying different businesses even when things went wrong? It's a good question.
I wanted to prove Mark wrong.
Damn, like the fire.
That was easy.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Was he like a big driving force for you as to like why you're like, man, get back gang. We're gonna become successful no matter what.
I think it's that. I think I wanted my dad's attention. I wanted my dad to like be like, "Yo, you did a good job,
love me."
And then and it didn't happen that way. And then I think it didn't happen. I went to him and I was like, "Yo, I made $1 million." He's like, "Oh, it's okay." I was like, "Dude, I thought it was pretty good." And there's no celebration. There's no celebration. It's interesting. You have to find your own. And I think for me, I wanted to be rich. I wanted to to me, there's something that you feel good when you're gonna be rich. Definitely, it's great to be rich, but I think it's overrated about how much people really want it.
Fair
and I like people really willing to do everything that it takes. Like I didn't make money for a lot of years, and then now, yes, I did make very good money.
When you made your first $1 million, did you say like, damn, this isn't that much?
No, I mean it's in 1970, so I feel like that's like inflationary. It's like 100 million today.
That's true.
I think what was interesting about finally getting $1 million was that I didn't actually make it when I started a lot of my companies. It was through my 20s of just saving. Like I had pretty regular jobs. Like Intel was 60K, Mint.com was 100K. My companies did okay. Like when I did the games, I actually only ended up making a few $100K. But I just saved. Like I spent really little. I lived really cheap. I put half in cash, half in index funds. Crypto. Okay. It wasn't crypto at the time.
Yeah.
And then eventually I had $1 million at 30. Like around 30,
nice.
I was already a millionaire.
You had $1 millionaire.
Yeah. So like million cash. I'm not talking like people were like, I got $1 million. It's like real estate, but after your mortgage, you have like $10.
Yeah. Like your real net worth. After all expenses were paid, you had $1 million net worth.
Yeah, I think the thing that was always surprising about that is that people are fixated on a millionaire. I'm like, why? Like, why not be 10 millionaire or 100,000? Yeah. It's like, how do you want to live? If you want a Lambo, you try the Lambo, and that's what your thing is. Like, I have a friend, he loves cars, so he goes crazy. He has like a McLaren and all this shit. I'm like,
was this like 2010? You got your first $1 million?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So, okay. And when did you?
But there's no celebration. There's no sticker. I really want a sticker. Maybe we can like put a sticker. Someone can give me a $5 sticker.
Yeah, someone can.
But I was like, yo, I thought there's like a party. Like you get to the $1 million level, and they're like, the confetti came down.
How'd you find out?
I didn't even find out till later. I wasn't fixated on it. I was just still fixated on like getting more. Like only until the past few years.
Did you like check your portfolio one day and be like,
yeah, like Vanguard, Chase.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, it's $1 million in there.
But the thing is, no one else gives a fuck.
That's true.
They only care about themselves, which is a good life lesson. I was like, oh shit, no one cares.
Yeah, you gotta do what makes you happy, man. Because at the end of the day, bro, everything you acquire is for you, and people that you care about are around you. So,
yeah, I mean, the past 2 years I've tried this goal and it's worked out really well. It's like spend or give away all the money I make? Not my net worth, but just all of my salary for the year. Like, can I spend all of it or give it away, like by taking out my friends or doing any kind of experiences?
Damn.
So it's been an interesting goal. I'm not. I think last year I did really well. This year, probably need to spend a little more.
Fair enough. That's a good problem to have, my friend. Okay. Anything else here, Mo? Okay. Buying my first property pretty soon. Have an 800 credit score with 20K. Any suggestions on how I should move after that and what type of property I should invest in? I would say for a first property, bro, try to get and you got 20K. Do a FHA, do a duplex or a triplex. The more doors, the better. If you can afford a fourplex or a triplex, go ahead. But yeah, you definitely, I would say, get a FHA. So because that 20K, bro, it might not be enough. Depending on where you live, 20K ain't shit in Miami. You ain't gonna be able to get anything. But if you live in the Midwest or something, you might be able to. But I would say, dude, try to get a duplex or a triplex at least, so that your tenants can pay your mortgage down for you. Myron Jr.
Can I put a suggestion on that?
Yeah,
one?
please.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Two other things I think you could think about was like, you don't have to put shit down. Like, you can actually be a property manager for free and you get 20% of all the cut. And I think a lot of people are like, I need all this cash to buy a house. I'm like, do you? So that's number one, where you don't have to even buy the properties. Go find someone like yourself who's busy and you need someone you have a property manager, right?
Yeah, I do have one. Yeah, it's my real estate. But yes, but there are people that want property managers. Yes.
And the second thing is like, I've done this, which is you can syndicate your deal, right? You know about this stuff. It's like, if you're trying to buy a house, like, you don't have to put, like, there's people who don't put up shit, but you find the deal, you find the tenant, you find the candidates, all the but the people that live in there. You just get the cash from everybody else if you set the deal up.
Yep. Yeah. That what the hell is it? It's when you sell the contracts off fresh.
Wholesale.
Yes, wholesaling. Yeah, which is great to do if you don't have the capital.
Yeah.
You can go find the deals and find an investor that does have the capital, and you sell them you sell them the contract for 10, 20K because he's saving money, but because you found him a good deal. We just have to, especially like in Miami, guys. Yo, if you can find good deals in hot markets like here in Miami or Central Florida,
you're a gem.
Yo, you're a gem. Or investors, I'll pay. If someone brings me a good wholesale deals, I'll pay you for that. Because, bro, like, it's hard to find good deals here in South Florida. It's fucking terrible. The real estate market here is on fire. You can't find anything. The contract, the deal that I'm under contract right now, it's off market. You can't find anything on market. Myron Jr., Noah, what advice do you have for a fatherless child trying to hustle early and get wealthy for life?
Oh, shit.
Yo, hit me up on Instagram at Noah Kagan.
He definitely will.
It's a troll. It's a guy trying to say that I'm the baby daddy, but I'm not the baby daddy. It's a fucking Myron Jr. Yeah, it's a fucking troll.
But like, do we not want to answer it then?
Yeah, you can answer it. Go ahead.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I'm a go ahead. It's a troll.
You know what it is? Even with the real estate thing, like, it's like you have 7 properties and people are like, damn, how much work do you put in for that?
Now, nothing. But before, it was a pain because my dad manages 5 of them for me, and then my property manager here in Florida manages them. But yeah, if it wasn't for it'd be a full-time job if it wasn't for them.
I think that's my point to Myron and anyone else out there. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. You want to do YouTube, you want to do cars, you want to do just put in the time. Like, there's a difference between an amateur and a professional. Yeah, and you're a professional. You're like, yo, I'm going to take this hella seriously. I'm going to try to do this every morning, and you're still doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, if you want to get in real estate, guys, once you start getting over 2, 3, 4 properties, you're gonna need a manager, my friends. Fresh and Fit, Alex Jones collab. Let's do it. Stay tuned, Albo. Constantine, the big question is, where are you guys going after the damn show? I need to be there. JK, Noah, comment on your friendship with Tim Ferris. Love you guys. No homo.
Yeah, Tim's great. Tim is a really interesting one. I think what's been fascinating about my career, my life, is that, like, I've been able to meet people before they got going. So I met Tim in 2007 before his book came out. I met like this guy Ramit Sethi, Mark and some of the guys because I work with. But it's like, how do you put yourself in places to actually help them? So I was blogging, and because I was blogging, I was able to meet Tim, and then I helped him promote his book. And then now, 15, 20 years later, his popularity is just impressive. Like, I don't think people realize, and you said it really well, I don't think people give enough credit to consistency. It's easy to get like one video pop off. Like, do that for the next 10 years.
Facts.
Yeah, not easy.
Facts. Then you end up like someone like Joe Rogan or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but there's thing with, Joe does 5 videos a week, man. Like, they're putting out the work. Tim's really
he's been out forever.
Yeah.
So
someone said this about Elon, and I thought it was really good. Or he said it. He's like, a lot of people want to be me. A lot of people don't want to do the work to be me.
There you go. Very true.
Right. Like, you want to be Elon, but you don't actually want to do all the work that he does every day. Yeah, exactly.
Noah, tips on best way to advertise my new business on the internet. Looking for budget-friendly options. It's a mobile car inspection/oil change business.
I think a few things here is that it's not about being budget friendly. It's just about ROI. So I think you just need to really consider what are the different advertising options there. I think, like, also what's distinct. The other cheapest way to get every single one of your clients is referrals. So like, you have a lot of friends that have cars, and especially on the inspection oil change. The thing I would probably change is, how do you make it a subscription business, right? Like, because you can sell them one time, but like, just get them to sign that up. So we're talking with our videographer, and I was like, yo, why don't you just put us on a retainer? Then you don't have to go out and, like, you don't have to hunt every time. Now you can start farming.
Yeah.
So I would just try a bunch of different things out. See if I can do referrals. See if I can get subscription. I think that'd be a great way to do it.
Subscription is the way to go.
Yeah.
Good tip, man.
No, be snorkel.
Tips on the best way. Read that one already, right?
Fun guy.
Oh, fun guy. The lost history of Earth is the only video you need to see to find out where you live. F around and find out. LOL. Okay, fun guy. Myron Jr. Noah, do you still hang out with Tim Ferriss?
I text him. We don't hang out as often. We never really hung out though.
So girls. So take us through.
Yeah. Oh, this is the part I was definitely dreading. I was definitely had not anxiety. I was like, okay, I'm curious how this is gonna go.
Hey, bro, we've all simped, man. We've all been simps. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
a part of life, man.
Oh, we got to probably kill the Twitch stream now. The message deleted from Muhammad Ibrahim. That was probably your guy from Pakistan that was helping you out.
He probably
said Allah Akbar or some shit like that. And YouTube was like, no.
He put an E on Big Mo. That's
He put a okay. And then Bradley, hey Noah, say 3 nice things about Mark Zuckerberg.
I think I said a pretty fucking good amount. Like he's got big vision. He was smart as fuck. Like consistent.
He got rid of you.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
No, okay. So tell us about like
girls,
your experience. Yeah, ladies, man. Like
I'm gonna unbutton the shirt.
Yeah, there you go. I got the music too.
First breakup. How'd it happen?
The first thing, it's funny. It was in college. There's this girl Nicole, and I was a senior. I was an RA in the dorm. She was a freshman, and I remember I saw her, and she had like this really unique look. I've never seen anyone that looked like her, and she was half Indian, half Korean.
Oh shit!
Right, but you don't see too often.
Yeah.
And I think with her, what was interesting was just like her personality was so alive. I think that's a lot of what I look for in women. I'm like, yo, what this person was? She was just like funny. It was just like really.
She was actually funny.
Yeah, she was legit funny.
That's rare.
She was funny. She was
Most
just
girls are not funny.
Yeah.
My misogynistic opinion.
I was misogynist, but there's men who are not funny.
No, my misogynistic opinion. Sorry.
But
I dated a comedian, which almost is. We can talk about that.
But you like Nicole's personality.
Nicole was just awesome, and I really enjoyed just hanging out. I guess I never really thought. I had this realization today, where it's like I never really went to dating thinking like, oh, this is someone I'm actually trying to date with a purpose for something later. It's just like, oh, you just kind of do this date thing, versus like having a vision or an intention. Like I think as I've gotten older, I'm like, yo, I want to go to this thing. All right, what do I need to do now to end up getting there? And so, the story with Nicole is like, I'm like, yo, this is great. And so she was in Berkeley. And I was commuting down to the Bay like every day. So I'd leave at 5 a.m.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
from where?
Berkeley to Santa Clara. Ooh. So I would wake up 5.
How far is that drive?
It's about an hour with traffic.
Okay.
Right, and it was long. I'm driving down there because I was just like after I graduated, it was awesome. And then
you're trying to smash.
It was great.
Yeah,
it was great. Yeah.
Did you do it raw?
With her? Yeah.
My nigga.
Dude,
that
that's funny about that. I don't know what stories I'm allowed to say.
He gave her that shalom, if you know what I'm saying. He gave her that.
All right, so
okay. All right, go ahead.
Good to your mother.
No, so I'm like, yo, this is awesome. Like, she's so cool. I met her dad. Her parents are like super rich. They didn't really like me because I'm older. I was 4 years older than her. Anyway, so she was like, hey, I'm gonna go study abroad in Australia for the semester. I was like, yo, that sounds great. Like, I support that. I want you to go to Australia. I'll come visit you in Australia.
Oh no,
she gone to the wild dogs,
dude.
Oh, mate.
Everyone cheats in Australia.
Turn them back over, mate.
They're the fucking Wolverines.
The dingoes.
Yeah.
Bend your back over, mate.
Yeah. Let's kill the Twitch stream and the Twitch stream, guys. Come on over to YouTube because we've already said simp and we're gonna probably get in trouble on Twitch. So go ahead and
they're
come on over to YouTube, Fresh and Fit, to continue the Noah Kagan interview.
You knew here. Bend your back over.
That was a terrible accent.
Oi, mate. Right,
everything I read.
So anyway, so she went to Australia. How long was she there?
So yeah, we did it about a year, and then she was there like it was like a week, dude. It was March 16th, 2006.
God damn.
And I remember because it was the day I got LASIK, and I remember like she called me and she was like, "Yo, we gotta break up." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Yo, this is like she's so amazing," and so she was like, "Well, I slept with someone else out here," and I was like. I was in shock.
She went from your girlfriend to the crocodile hunter.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And,
God damn it.
Yeah. And sent me his dick. I was like, yeah, that's. And
wait, she sent you a picture. I was about to say, whoa. I was about to say,
yeah, I would do it too.
I was gonna say, bro, you lost your phone. What are you talking about? Facebook fired you. You just got that picture. But
no, I'm playing. So no, so she did that. And I was just like in shock, and then simp or not, but I was just like so into it that I was just like, that's okay.
How old are you at this point?
23.
23. Okay.
Yeah,
you said that's okay?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I would have taken her back.
Let's give Nicole.
You took her back?
No, I wanted to. She didn't want to come back. Because I also was buying. So I was supposed to fly to Australia next week.
Oh
Like I was going to see her in Australia.
God damn.
Yo, let's give Nicole a new name. Nicole Irvin.
I mean, what did it hit, man? I don't think it was that funny.
It's a good. No, it's just like
You
there's
thought it
layers.
was funny?
There's layers. It's not funny, but it's clever.
Clever, yeah.
Okay.
So, let's talk crypto. Could I have crypto instead of money?
It's
There's so much better at that stuff.
Yo, we've all, bro, trust me.
Bro.
He married a single mom.
Yeah.
It could get
Are
worse.
you married? You're married?
I was. But bro,
He married a single mom that
We all-
was not hot.
yo, we all take L's, bro. Look,
She was fat.
it's learning experience. But you know what's the best part about it?
She had a kid.
Once you go through it, now you know.
He supported the kid.
Yeah, I did.
It could be way worse, bro, than your girl going down under somewhere.
I bought her a car.
That was good.
Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah. So yeah, mine was way worse than yours.
You stupid.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, what happened? How was it worse?
All right, tell the story.
All right. So
Mo, I got this.
sunny day, Miami, Florida, 5 years ago. I pull up to this spot in Wynwood. It's a party spot.
Should I cue the music, the sound effect, memory lane?
You should.
All right.
So your boy's been in America working for a year. Finally outside, saved up some money.
Mm-hmm.
Could pay the tolls now.
Yep.
And I'm in this club with my boy. Shout out to Carl, killer from Jamaica. We're in this scouting, sharking for the hose. You feel me? We see two in the bathroom line.
Mhm.
He takes one, I take one.
Okay.
And talk to her. She's pretty cool, feeling the vibe.
Mhm.
Get her phone number. Link the next day. It was on like Donkey Kong, you know?
You smashed it the second day?
First day.
First day.
Okay. And it was a great experience. We had a great time together. I was here like
Was she
multiple-
fat back then too?
She was thick.
Oh.
Fuck you.
It's like, hey, man, hey, you gotta tell the story. You gotta tell the full story, my man.
I like a thick nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Um,
Fucking. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah.
But long story short, she was a pretty cool girl. Great personality. Down to earth, very humble, very like I want to say submissive. And you know, we clicked up a couple times. It's been like 6 months. My mom was like, "Hey, I'm coming down to Florida to see you, but you know, remember where you grew up. You're a Christian. Gotta do things the right way." And I was like, "Yo," she wanted to move in with me. I was like, "Bro, like, mom, you know, like family, it's a Christian background. I gotta do the right thing." So you know what? I'll just marry her. So I go down to the court, I sign the papers with the winner, and we get married through the court.
Stupid.
And she moves in like next week, and
Stupid.
you know, it was cool until I just realized, fuck, I'm a stepdad now.
Stupid.
So like the whole time I've been chilling with her, right? I haven't really been chilling with a kid that much. Feel me? So I'm like, cool vibe, whatever. But now she's living with me with a kid. And I just said like, I thought I could handle it. My mom was like, Walter, are you sure you can handle it being a stepdad? I was like, yeah, I can do this shit. You know who I am. I'm a Fresh Prince CEO.
Stupid.
Dumbass CEO. Anyhow, long story short though, that experience taught me that I can't handle that. I thought I could. I can't in America to be successful. And that was not my plan to take care of another man's kid.
Stupid.
Especially when he was out partying and I was home with a kid. And it was kind of weird.
Stupid.
So that experience though, right? I felt like trapped. I felt like, damn, like how do I get out of this? So I went on YouTube, typed in how to date single moms. And who comes up? Tom Likas. And that one podcast that he did, I was talking about single moms, the dangers of it, how to avoid them. It was like, yo, like, damn, man, like this, I'm not happy. This is not where I want to be. And as a result, my whole mindset changed. That same night I went home. Hey, you know what? I care about you. You're awesome.
Stupid.
And this is for you. We can't do this no more. Because I'm not happy. You're not gonna be happy. And next day, went to court, signed divorce papers, and that was it. But from that experience, I learned one, I can't be a stepdad.
Stupid.
Two, this is
Hey, man, this is just for the people that are listening on audio only.
two, I gotta do things for me because I need to be happy in a scenario. So just because religion or because it makes other people happy, I shouldn't be doing that. And secondly, look, at the end of the day, after going to Colombia, especially, I'm here to have fun. So you could be a hoe, you could be a single mom. I ain't marry you, and that's it. There you go.
So see, it could be much worse.
Yeah, it could be much worse, bro.
All right.
She didn't take half, did she?
No,
He divorced her before he made any money.
yeah.
Today it would have been a problem.
But I did buy her a car, and she kept the car.
That's nice. Stupid. Here's the thing on the other side of that. Like, I think I didn't laugh at
This nigga, bro.
no, like, so I have a stepdad. right? And I think there's like this new modern man that's like, you're a cuck if you're a stepdad, and like, why would you take care of some other dude's kids and all that stuff? But like, I had a guy, Norm, who is my stepfather, that like raised me and my brother, and there's no way I would be here without him, right? And so that put in perspective, like,
worked out.
Which if you like, so for me, it's like, okay, well, what does that mean? Because I would like to have my own kids. I don't raise them on these kids, but I also was like, I had this guy who came to my life that changed it 180. Like my dad was, drugs and drinking, like wasn't responsible, and Norm was.
I'll tell you this. He's a better man than me because I ain't doing it.
Yeah. I think it gets a little bit of a bad rap, especially nowadays. Because like I read, Richard Cooper and some of these guys out there, like Alpha Unplugged, and it's like, yeah, if you ever date a single mom, you're stupid. You can do the.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Stupid. Thank you. And then I'm trying to be my. I think what I went on. I met a woman recently, and she had 4 kids. I was like, 2 is max.
Stupid.
That's all I could do.
Yeah, I mean, I just look at it like, okay, all right. Let me just preface this with saying this is the thoughts of Myron Gaines only. This does not reflect anyone else on the panel.
I got you, Myron.
All right, thank you. So, yeah, single moms are recreational use only, bro. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's not a good move, like, for you to invest in a single mom, especially if you're a high net worth guy.
Yeah, a single guy on his way up, bro, it's gonna hold you back, bro. Sorry
bro.
to say.
Yeah, it's L all around, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm taking all this responsibility with not really much to gain.
You know the worst part that irked me?
What?
The fucking baby daddy, bro. This nigga be at a club getting lit. I'm like, I'm here stuck home with your kid. You getting lit? Bro, this shit's for the birds, dog. Like, what's going on here, man? Like,
and what does that make you?
Stupid.
Okay.
I 100% was.
Yeah. I love when he tells that single mom the story, bro. I know you love that shit. I genuinely enjoy that story.
I know you do.
Too much,
asshole.
Anyways, Nicole cheated out in Australia. I was like, yo, fuck Australia. I didn't go there for years, and I was like, yo, fuck this country. I was like,
he's like, fuck kangaroos. He's There's a punch in the air back in California. Fucking.
Yeah, man.
And she was Asian too.
Half Asian, half Korean, half Indian.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
damn.
That it's funny. Like last year I was in therapy and I tell my therapist, he's like, so if you had to marry anyone, I'd be like, I'd marry. He was like, who would you marry? I was like, I'd marry that one. He's like, so you're telling me the best woman you've ever met is the one that cheated on you? Like that's the best.
She was the best one. What about the other girl you told us about?
I mean, I've been with I've been with a bunch of different Asians since then.
Okay.
I'm just like, I've tried to date non-Asian. I'm trying to date a Jewish woman. So I'm putting it out there.
Well,
like if there's a Jew, what's that?
It is gonna be tough.
It's easier out in Miami. I'll tell you, there's a lot of Jews out here.
Oh yeah, they are. They're all in Miami Beach.
No, I'm going to New York 2 weeks to find Jews, and then I'm gonna go to Israel. You go to the store if you do marketing. You go to the store.
He's determined.
Well, you want to continue the lineage, I'm assuming, right? Because through Judaism, it's the woman that transfers the.
Oh.
Yeah.
In Islam, it's the man. In Judaism, it's the woman. So you want to keep the heritage going. You gotta get yourself a Jewish wife, my friend.
Salam.
Yeah,
and you can only y'all can only get one wife too, bro. We can get multiple. Woo! I'm Muslim. We're supposed to be sworn enemies, so we're gonna. It's okay. I got the sword and the thing. We'll behead him after the show.
Jesus circumcision.
Allegedly. Yeah, we're circumcised too, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw porn where I saw an uncircumcised penis.
You're circumcised?
Like,
yeah, Muslims and Jews are circumcised, bro. You 100%.
Always.
You got
There's
it.
like Jews are all circumcised.
Me too.
Yeah.
What?
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
You are too?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. All right. Cool.
That's all.
No, but do you remember your first uncircumcised penis? I remember seeing one. I was like, yo, that's gross. I was like, it's got a thing on it, bro. I don't know. I was like seeing a porn. I was like, please block that out.
Hey, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna clip this portion of the fucking pod, and they're just gonna be like, I knew that they were gay. I knew it.
Yo,
I knew it.
Who do you think will win in a sword fight?
What?
Like him or me?
What the fuck? All right, we gotta end the show. This guy fucking ruining it right now. It's completely. Yeah, look at that pause. Look at the chat going crazy right now. This is super haram.
Canceled.
Super haram. This is not kosher whatsoever.
No, it's the Sabbath. Come on.
Yeah, man.
It's kosher meat.
Yeah, this is fucking terrible. See, of course, the Christian would say that, something stupid like that. It's okay, bro. We'll kill him after. We'll kill him after.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, of course.
We got here Prince Mac. $10.
Okay, Prince Mac. How can I invest 1,000 just a basic Y besides stocks and digital currency or real estate?
On outside of those?
Yeah, it probably means like in a business. You're the business guy, so what do you think?
Put it in yourself, bro. Invest in yourself, man.
Yeah, I mean, you could buy courses, stuff like that. I always hate when people say that. Not on you, but like people say it. I'm like, well, how? Right? Like, how would you tell someone to invest?
Honestly speaking, bro,
marry a single mom.
Wait, what? Hang out with the baby daddy.
It could be a course. It could be a book. It could even be as simple as, hey, go into a class where you can learn a skill. Like, for example, you go to boot camp. You invest in yourself. You go to coding boot camp. By the time you're done with coding boot camp, you can get a job in coding. And you have a project under your belt, which is very important. So Invest in yourself, man.
I mean, the thing is, bro, $1,000, it depends on what do you want to do. What's your skill set, you know? So it's you got to be, I mean, it depends on what your skill set is. What would you say on this?
I like where you're going with it. I think that's a great. I think
education always works.
I think I would probably like. I mean, it depends on your net worth and your risk tolerance, but I put 50% in self-learning, but then commit some amount to be crazy. Like I invested in a church, Jewish, but
Wait,
it lost money. What? Because I just was like, he was buying a church, and I was like, what are we gonna do with that? I don't know. But it was like 15K. And I was like, I just wanted to meet him. I wanted to learn about the building. So I think commit some money that's just like
maybe
it's
you
an
invest in
NFT.
like a synagogue or something.
Synagogues are for sale.
That's a true Jewish mindset right there, baby.
Jews never sell.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
But anyways, commit. So I commit 5% to just be crazy. Like 5%, this can go away, no problem. And you know, if it's learning, that's a big piece. But whatever you want to learn, you can also pay to meet people. Yeah. Right? Like if you guys see a person that has their name up here and they're putting like $50, $20, eventually, if they hit you up, you're like, all right, this guy's legit. He has some status. He has some clout.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
561 lifestyle. The guest is what we call a time traveler. Sloss, does anybody remember bring the 4-way splitter for the PS1 to their friend's house so we could all play WWF, WWE? Shout out to the old wrestling games. Fun times.
That was fun,
facts.
bro.
Those were good times. CJ Dutton, what are some of the best courses to start learning code? I'm a 23-year-old making $50K a year, and I want to learn what the best way to get more money on the internet is.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different courses. There's Udemy. There's YouTube has got like a tremendous amount. What I would actually be more interested in is one, can you build something for someone?
Yep.
So can you go to a realtor? Can you go to someone like you who has a side hustles and then see if there's actually something you can make for a customer or make a project for yourself? So in college, I built a site called peoplereminder.com. I still own the domain. And it was just like, I just wanted a site where I could like put in someone's name and then like track their stuff just to be like, how do I know them? Like, what's a note about them? Just like a CRM tool.
Oh, shit.
And so anyways, I think
that would be awesome. Like to use that to track like girls you meet. Like, okay, good dome. Okay, no, this bitch was using me. Blah, blah, blah. So, hey, it'd be good. Like,
personal database.
Yeah, a little Rolodex of.
But I say work backwards from the problem. Like the best, have something that you're excited to create, and then coding is the solution to make that happen. I think people get a little too excited. Like, what do I learn? It doesn't matter about learning. It matters about like creating the outcome.
I like that.
All right.
Damn, bro, why is Fresh naked?
I was born this way, man.
Yeah, he got some because he's so black. That's the joke.
Yeah.
And then we got a fox here, $5 from Victor.
Yeah,
Victor. I think that's supposed to be a dingo to make the joke on Australia. And have you been to Australia since?
Yeah, it sucked.
It sucked.
Sucks. Dude.
Fair enough.
It's like, why not just stay in America? It's like America with accents and more expensive.
Yeah. Well, they're suffering now. They can't even leave their country.
Still?
I think they're still in lockdown.
That sucks.
Yeah, good.
Everyone that ever wronged Noah is punished.
Dude, put him on the list.
Mark Zuckerberg get grilled by the fucking government. You know, the Australians can't leave their house. It's like, bro, if you wrong this guy, it's gonna come back at you. You know what I'm saying? Watch the movie Judge Dredd. It came out in 1995. In the movie, the humans smashed using Oculus glasses. I guess they saw where the world was headed. Facts, bro.
Actually, a good movie is Left Behind. It kind of depicts what's happening now. Or what
Left
happened in the
Behind?
future. Yeah.
The hell? Is that released in the United States?
You know, like the
he doesn't know what Wolf of Wall Street is, bro.
No,
Every time I use that reference, he never
Really?
knows.
But the rapture happens in the Bible, where like God's people like taken away from the earth, and then there's like 7 years of tribulation. No, there's 7 years. The first 4 are good, and the last 3 are like
The Bible's fake news, bro.
Nah, bro.
You are
It's
fake
not.
news.
It's not.
All right, well.
If it was, read
Demolition
Revelation. Everything that said it is happening right now.
Bro, the Torah is more real than the Bible, bro.
You want to have this debate right now?
I mean,
The Dead Sea
what about it?
did not turn red.
What?
Did not turn red. Color of blood.
Okay, what about that, though? I'm confused.
It was in the Bible.
Was it?
Yeah.
You got pics to prove.
It was
a
on the news,
timestamp?
nigga.
What do you mean? When was it on the news?
Nigga.
I need proof.
You know what? We'll do this later. We got some girls here right now. I don't get this
They're
debate.
like, what the fuck is going
Anyhow.
on? What are these guys talking about? There's a dude with a Hawaiian shirt and 2 guys arguing about the Torah and the Bible and circumcision. What's going on here? What the fuck did I just walk into?
Married single moms.
Yeah, married single moms.
Getting broken up by girls in Australia.
Yeah.
Banging kangaroos.
Yeah, was it a black guy that banged her?
I don't know. Never
Oh,
saw it.
bro.
No, never know.
If it is, she was gone for
Bro,
real.
it's probably a fucking Pakistani dude named Mohammed, bro.
I guess you
No, in
know.
Australia, it's a bunch of there's so many Pakistani Mohammeds out there. It was probably the guy that built your shit, bro. Get back at you.
Dude, we fucked up.
He didn't
Actually,
pay me enough money.
dude, true story though. Like, so I hit her up 5 years later, and I was like, "Yo, it's been 5 years. Like, what's up?" She's
You
like,
suck this dick?
and she was like, "No, not interested."
What?
Again, and I was like, and because I talked to her again, because I'm like, "Damn, she's so cool." She got cancer 5 years after.
Yo, you cannot cross Noah, bro.
You fucking mark me?
Yo.
No, I don't want her to get. I felt bad about that. I
Yo,
felt bad about that. Not like, but I did think there was a weirdness in me that was like, if she was with me, I don't know if she would have got cancer.
What the fuck?
Yo, do not wrong this guy. Yo,
No.
your country's gonna be on lockdown,
Bruv. You got this nigga's a bad omen. You cross him, you're done.
Yo, bro.
No, I didn't want her to get cancer. I wanted to be healthy and alive.
God damn.
Just don't cheat on me, dude. Don't cheat on me. I was really sad. I was like crying. My mom's holding me. I was like, fuck, this sucks, dude. And I'm like trying to, I'm trying to like now find a woman. We can talk about modern dating and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's been a journey.
That's fucking, bro. Do not cross Noah, bro. God damn. All right.
Wow.
All right, niggas.
Talk about karma.
This has been a great interview. Fresh probably gonna get hit by a car right after this. Making them jokes. You should not even that Steve Irwin joke. You gonna pay for that shit, bro.
Listen, man, rest in peace. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I meant no harm.
So you gonna walk into an alley out of nowhere. This is get fucked up. It's gonna be like,
listen, man. I meant no harm, okay?
All right. Yeah. I'm starting to rethink all those jokes from earlier.
Cocoa Bear.
Okay. Sorry for roasting you, Fresh. It isn't necessary. Anyways, since you are already roasted, be sacred. The Papa Gold. The rapture doesn't exist. I minister a lot in the past. Could show you also a lot. The thing that happened in that Bible has happened. Okay. Papa Gold.
Also, the rapture, bro,
Thank
I'm
you.
not 200% sure. And I'm just saying the movie is pretty good from premise of what happened at end times. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Fantastic.
Cool.
No, last words, man, for the people.
Where can I find you?
Check me out on YouTube. YouTube, search Noah Kagan.
And he's way more professional than this on his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
guys.
this is just
No,
like-
this is just us talking shit.
This
Like, he actually does teach you like how to market and make money and become successful. He's a multimillionaire for a reason.
Yeah.
Check out our business. If you're looking to start an online business, you want to get tools for it or sell a tool for it, appsumo.com.
If you're an Asian girl, send him a DM.
No. I was
Jewish.
referrals. Like I would drop 5,000 for a good Jewish referral. At
Okay.
least 5,000. If
Oh,
you have
wow.
like a good Jewish woman, like that's one of the things we were talking about.
All right, this guy's really trying to get married out here.
Actually, our lawyer, she found her husband
Oh.
from a Jewish referral.
Oh yeah,
Married into the Jewish community.
yeah. Shout out to Jen.
So you might
Shout
want to hit her up.
But you got to have a bigger net worth than him, though. All right, we're
Yeah.
officially coming in as the protectors of his net worth. So you got to make more money than he does.
Yep.
All right. That's the
And-
only way he going to take and marry you.
No prenup.
Yeah, no prenup. And we're
Oh.
gonna do it at the Bohemian Grove. All right.
Oh, people should slide into my DMs. Hit me up at Noah Kagan.
There you go.
I'm checking out on the Instagram.
Asian girls, slide in.
Slide.
But you will not get wifed up, though.
Hunter, so are you guys against the wifed up stuff? What's the deal?
Yeah, very against it.
Yeah.
Forever, or is it just like what's the plan?
Oh, I mean,
It's too
the West-
dangerous a proposition, man.
the Western laws, bro, are not made for men to succeed. You know.
Yeah, bro. This ain't Israel, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna take your money, my man.
Yeah.
She's gonna smack you with that Torah. I'll be like, all right, we back to Christianity law here, baby. Give me that money. You're like, wait, what?
Not my shekels.
Then,
Oh, what do you say?
then next thing you know, you're gonna be fucking. What the hell's going on? Half your money gone. You won't have a dreidel spin no more. It's gonna be over.
So never marry, because like for me now I'm at a point I feel like that's where like I'm actually like feeling weird. Like all my other life is dialed in.
Just
So,
marry her without the stay involved, bro.
the official stuff.
know,
I think it's actually just finding the person. I've actually lately I'm like been interesting to actually find someone I really want to spend more time
You
with.
know what? You know what they would call you? A mark.
What was that?
You know why?
Why?
Because you fall for the trap.
Think so?
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm careful, man.
No, man. No, bro. I mean, like for you, man. Like you're gonna be like an appealing guy to a lot of
Yeah.
girls. I'm like, bro,
Successful.
yeah, man.
But how do you? All right. So how do
Nice
you?
teeth,
older
nice skin.
Yeah, good skin.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
Pretty funny.
You
Yeah,
got a
like-
good knowledge of history because you lived through it.
How do you
I can
find?
recall World War II.
I feel like lately it's been like a top of funnel issue. Like I do meet, like I met an airline attendant 2 days ago. That was pretty fucking cool.
She for the streets.
Yeah, she for streets.
What do you mean for the streets? She's an airline attendant. I
mean-
thought it was really nice.
Yeah, I'm about to call you Noah Awareness, bro. Yeah, fucking.
Yo.
Airline attendants definitely, man.
that was good.
I'll say
That
this
is
right
one-time comedian,
I'll say
bro.
this, bro. Have fun. Just don't wife them.
Bro, she works for airline.
She belongs to the streets.
Yo,
She belongs to the air.
Is she a nurse?
No, my ex fiance was a nurse.
Oh Lord,
She belongs to the streets.
Chris.
yeah, Chris, I got you. I got you.
Mo's
there. Okay,
Oh, but where do you guys find a good woman? Where do y'all go find a good
bro.
woman?
Listen, man.
Man,
I'll say this.
let's go back. Bro, me and you gotta have to take a ride. Go to the Middle East together, probably.
Hey, let's go
That's a
Colombia.
wrap for us, bro.
Colombia again is a good trip. Where else?
Palestine.
Palestine. somewhere over there.
Well, you can't go there, but I can go there. You know.
No, but like,
no, for real though. Like, okay, there's apps. Like, I've been doing referrals for friends. I'm like traveling to different cities. Like, it's kind of, and like, yes, it's easy to meet women, but it's hard to meet like a
I think when you do it through
woman.
religion, though, if you do it through religion, it will make it better. Because I ain't gonna lie, though, like with the Jewish community is very strong. That's one thing I credit, like very, very strong when it comes to relationships and making families work. But yeah, man, I mean, you got a lot of money, bro. I just be careful. That's all. But she's gonna have money too, probably. So
yeah,
just make sure she has more than you.
But if you're sorry, I'm curious. You guys spend a lot of time thinking about it. So like, if you were trying to go out and find a quality woman, like going out and hooking up is one thing, which is fine. That's good.
So
like,
we have different strategies on it.
Love to learn.
For me, it's a little extreme. Haha, not to be funny here, but I'm gonna go to Middle East. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably go to. I'm thinking Saudi Arabia, Dubai, something like that.
Is it to find like a life partner kind of person?
When I'm ready to have family, because you know it's just different. It's a different mindset out there. Now don't get me wrong, they're westernized out there too, you know. But I know the chances are going to be higher. It's going to be better over there than trying to find something here.
And we're not saying that. I mean, there are good girls here.
There's marriage material chicks here,
but to find them in this cesspool of
degeneracy,
it's
gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. So I look at it like probability versus possibility. Is it possible? Yes, but the probability low. So I'm just gonna go somewhere where higher chances.
The problem is if you do it here, then the state, government, everyone's like against you because the laws are made. She can leave at any time and take half your stuff. But if you leave, you know, you don't really benefit.
You guys seem so fixated on the money part, like that they take half of it.
That's a big issue, bro. You worked your whole life to lose half your money.
Well, not maybe that's also why I'm not married.
Bruv.
That's why you got good skin, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
But it is funny the things we think we want. Like we want to be married. And I was talking to a buddy last week. He's like, I asked, he's like, of all the friends that are married, how many of them seem happy, like actually satisfied? He's like 10%.
Yeah,
10%. Like none. But we think like, oh, we're gonna find this person and it's gonna make all these things better. And
it's a lie, bro. It's a lie.
Yeah.
The soulmate myth, all that stuff. That's why I'm gonna have 4 wives, bro. Or 3. I don't know, 2 or 3.
There you go.
But
you make your own rules. You just understand. Hey, don't get finessed in these ways. Understand what you want. And you make your own rules.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't settle down. You got too much to lose, my man.
That's just finding someone that I like. You get finding someone excited to be settled.
You can find a down chick that you mess with that has a good personality. You vibe with her, but you're not gonna wife her. You just like have fun with her.
Get an Asian and a Jewish girl. Have both.
There you go.
Asian Jews. Asian Jews just one.
Asian Jew. Yeah. Wait, they exist?
Yeah, I finally hooked up with one.
Oh, where'd you find her at?
I was like, I just couldn't believe it. But it's not. They're not technically Jewish because their moms aren't Jewish. Most of the times, it's the dad who's Jewish.
Yo, are we corrupting him live?
Yeah, I think so. We are.
I think we just gave you the
well, no, he corrupted me. Where do you get these Asian Jews? Oh, I'm trying to find one of those too.
We just gave you the right pill, bro. There you go.
Was that just don't get married?
No.
Well, that's a part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, take it. Swallow it. There you go.
Pause.
He's converted.
Pause, man.
Oh, pause.
Yeah. Hit me like that.
And there you have it.
But yeah, no, man. I mean, I don't know.
I have thought, like, why not have multiple people that can serve different purposes in your life?
There you go.
I think it's just we have this construct
Spinning
of one.
plates.
Now the question is, can you really do it?
I think lately it's like, have you ever had a long distance relationship? It's nice. It's like, oh, I get my time to do my stuff, right? Like they go do their stuff, and like we can both live. I think there's just like
you need space.
Yeah, man. I don't know. You're just too successful for these hoes, man. If I'm gonna be honest.
I thought when you got hella rich, the hoes just come.
They do.
They do.
Wait, no, they don't.
But then you gotta come too, and then leave after.
I see these guys on the yachts.
Ejaculate, then evacuate, man.
I'll say this: you need to be in an environment where they can actually see the lifestyle to come to you. But the part about it is funny is that when they come though, what do they really want? Once you know what they want, they can maneuver a certain way and kind of like bob and weave. But if you don't know what they want, then it's like, oh yeah, you want me? I want you too. And then it's like, oh shit, fuck. But as long as you don't marry, you don't.
Yeah, I think marriage. I think the scariest thing is the marriage. Fine, real talk. Like
enjoy the moment, bro.
Dating non-exclusively, but marriage is like for you, bro.
Appreciate that.
You too successful, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You are too much, bro. You know Mark Zuckerberg, bro. Like
exactly, man.
Yo, come on, man.
Yo, so Sterling's like, oh shit.
Sterling what?
Cooper, Australia.
Yeah. He just hit you up.
Yo,
he's one of our buddies, a porn star from Australia.
Did you tell my story about Mark? Okay, never mind. Bro. All right, guys, we're gonna end the show here. We got some lovely ladies in the house.
Yeah. Shout out to our boy Noah Kagan, guys. Go check him out on Instagram, YouTube. It was a great show, man. A lot of fun here. Talk a lot of shit here. Good. It's probably one of our funnier shows.
Yeah.
And thanks for being a good sport, bro. With handling all the jokes and stuff. And
nice guy.
Yeah. Good, nice guy.
Yeah. Good jokes.
Yeah.
Good jokes.
I tried, bro. I mean, I told a lot of bad ones. I will admit this.
I told some good ones.
Stupid.
Nope. But anyway, guys, we'll be back here with some lovely ladies here in a second. Peace.
Peace.
Walk along the razor's edge. streets.